cannot break his will, but he's got a heart that's stubborn, packed with iron and steel. Got no time for shadow games or their tangled snare. Yeah. Unfornicated, blazing through the web with flair. Scrolling through the madness, truth hides in plain sight. Unfornicated stands tall in digital fight. Clowns peddle poison wrapped in colorful disguise. Yet he battles on revealing all their lies. They think they've got him cornered, lost in endless posts, but he shatters all the mirrors, crushes all their boasts. Deception drones, they crumble in the light he brings. Unfornicated conquers, every scheme takes swing. In a world where falsehoods flourish, he stands his own ground. With wisdom as his armor, he's silenced to their sound. Social media battleground filled with smoke and din. Unfornicated holds the line, never lets them They think they've got him cornered. Ironclad lies slip through screens, eyes glued to digital dreams. Swallowed words, twisted schemes. In the web where falsehood gleams. Unfornicated stands tall, bathed in shadows through the sprawl. Clowns in masks start to fall. Truth bleeds bright in the brawl. Red-pilled bots lost in code. Twisted minds in overload. Unfornicated decodes, shattering the fragile abode. Whispers in the endless void, chasing ghosts they can't avoid. Words born to be destroyed. Reality they've never deployed. Eyes wide, truth may laugh at the lies they can't unmask. Unfornicated with the mask, shatters mirrors, trick and cast. Feeding on the threadbare clowns, echo chamber sounds abound. Unfornicated won't be bound, tearing myths from the ground.
Hello, everybody. Hey, kids, what's new? Um, yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and throw something new together, more or less. Hold on a second here. Sorry, just try to throw something together. I know you guys were up really late with Mike last night. You guys hit what, 9.5, 10 hours trying to put my 6 hours to shame. I'm kind of offended that I had to go to bed, and I missed out on you guys. So, thought I'd go ahead and do something today and kind of put something together because I noticed a little bit of a change today. And my voice is coming back a little bit. I'm sure you guys can still hear a little bit of this and fuck me. Um, sorry. It's the wonderful aspect of OBS hiding things from me. I'm having issues today. Um, okay. So some of the things we saw today, somebody sent me a nice little message today, Misinformation Agent. Excuse me. Sorry about the voice thing. It's something I'm working on. Tonight's beverage of choice, though, is going to be Red Stripes. So grab your vice, have a drink, have a toast. Let's do it real quick. Let's follow along with Mike's thing and our usual thing here. And let's give a toast to where are the flat earthers? And at the same time, to the Zoo Crew. Love you guys as a digital family, and I appreciate all you guys being here. I didn't even expect anyone to show, to be perfectly honest with you. And the fact that you guys are here means the world to me. So thank you. So cheers, bottoms up, all that other good stuff. Now, all right. So the topic of tonight is where all the flat earthers go, not where all the earthworms went. Well, I guess that applies too, but where all the flat earthers go. And it's kind of odd that way. Seems to be some people missing. Like, we need to start putting some pictures out on some milk cartons or something. Witsit's missing. Flatzoid has been taking a lot of heat, but Grandpa Sum and some other people haven't been on his stream as much. He streamed today, but let's come back to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and check in and see what's going on with the chat. Like I said, I got a brand new setup. I have a new desk because I broke mine trying to move it. I tried to make a little bit more room for me a little bit here. I'm actually building a background that I hope to have up this weekend. This way I can change between green screen, not. I can do my long form videos. I got enough of those in the works ready to go. Yeah. Playing with a bunch of stuff. Talking to DP Debunks and having him in the background helping me out on some stuff. CK's ruining it. Quit spoiling it, CK. Yeah. So I'm trying to work on some things and trying to get some things together, but at the same time, I wanted to get on stream and just kind of say hi to everybody, see what everything's going up and stuff like that, see what people are going on, see what I missed from the other stream. I'm sure some of you are just waking up. Mike's probably still sleeping. I think he may have went to bed sober because he was up for so long. I did pop in briefly. I was trying to go to sleep, and I figured maybe I'd go to sleep listening to you all. But yeah, the problem is that it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you guys were talking about the EMF detectors. And as much of a nerd as I am, I kind of had to go put on some thunderstorm music so I can get to bed. So I missed out. But yeah, so let's talk about tonight's thing. So everybody in chat, hello, Zoo Crew, Monkey Cat, Pat. We have Foxworth, CK, Icy Spin, our lovely Emma. We have Tori is here, Calder as always, Real Cygnus. Let's see, am I missing anybody? I think that's kind of everybody. Yeah, you know what? Not a huge crowd, but I could care less. I could talk to myself. I could talk underwater. I could talk in my sleep. Probably do. And they gave me a security clearance. Go figure. Anyway, so let's talk about today, shall we? So today's fun thing, as some of you may already know and may have not know, is Flatzoid's been taking some flack. Namely because, well, he's a dirtbag. And he was talking shit about people like Elizabeth, basically claiming that she was brought around for companionship as a, like Dave and MC Toon and Jeranism and everybody else couldn't control themselves for 4 days. So she was brought around to keep them company. And referred to the village bicycle and all this other fun stuff. So as a father to a teenage girl, this shit does not fly with me, similar to the same thing that we saw with DP debunks. If you saw Creaky's video today about As Flat Earth Burns, I thought that was really well put together. He did a good job. And so let's talk a little bit about some of the things that's going on. Oh, look, here's Flatzoid's perspective. Now, while the at is the same, we have see reality. Now, I'm not quite sure where see reality comes from. Maybe he thinks that you can see reality in this case, he thinks that he sees reality. So therefore, that's what everybody else should see. Coincidentally, it's also the same brand as a Chinese 3D printer, which talks about imagining and creating in a 3D, three-dimensional space. Obviously, the irony is that Flatzoid can't think in 3 dimensions. That's why he wants to live on a flat Earth. Go figure. So, yeah, that's kind of where everything's at. It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit weird, to say the truth. Recently over the last couple of months, there used to be a space on Twitter, which is, again, my realm that I'm usually around in, called Flat Earth Fridays. Flat Earth Fridays was it's basically like an audio call with some failed DJs who ran the space with, oh God, horrible music that was like played through the phone speakers. And dude, it was terrible, but whatever. That's been missing now for the last 2 or 3 months. In fact, the accounts went private. One of them came back in for a week, and there was questions about whether or not we were going to actually have another Flat Earth Fridays. And then the account got deactivated. So it seems to be a lot of missing people, a little MIA, a little bit, on to the next grift, onto the new grift, I guess you could say. But as we look at a Facatzoid and Ratzoid here, we have, he's, triggered by truth, and Misinformation actually put out a great video when he went on to Facatzoid's, Ratzoid's stream about whether or not Flat Earth bothers you. I'll admit it bothers me. Bothers me as a parent. My daughter's going to learn things from me as I learn them and as I know them, and she's happy to go out on her own when she's an adult and do other things and other beliefs and things like that. I'm okay with that. Doesn't have to be mine, but at the same time, I'm not going to put her behind the 8 ball and have her start off on a really shitty first step in life. Why do that? It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So just real quick here, I bought another screen to do my scripts and to kind of do my chat on to make it easier to read. And wouldn't you know it, it doesn't work. Well, it works, but it's really it's kind of small and makes it kind of difficult to read sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of fix that here in a minute. Just bear with me for 1 second, just to kind of resize things because contrary to belief, you can be too big, and my chat screen was entirely too big. So, Misinformation Agent is here. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Now, for those who have not gone to Misinformation Agent's channel, by all means, please do. He put on a masterclass of patience, of wrangling cats and getting their attention span back into what needs to be doing, being a little misleading to kind of get them to kind of say things that we all wanted them to hear. We all know that they believe. So why wouldn't they? But, they weren't very keen on his input and kept asking stupid questions. And, well, Misinformation Agent, let me just say thank you for showing me how those things go and how best to handle Ratzoid. I just saw someone, Emma just calls him Twatsoid. Dave's new name. Okay, that works too. I like that. Creative in reality. Yes, Tori, no, that's what the 3D printer is. I think his is he actually sees reality. Yes, Tori. So I have a small, it's about a 18-inch by 6-inch. Hold on, let me do some measurements here. Hold on. Wait, hold on. We won't do that here. I'm just going to guesstimate and say it's about 18-inch by 6-inch little screen. It's like a touch screen. Allows me to kind of use it for scripts and my notes, and also at the same time look at chat. But the problem is it's kind of tiny, and I don't feel like wearing my glasses tonight. Calder is asking, did I see Steve from Wormhaven put out a video? No, I have not. It's on my list of things to look at. And haven't got around to it because I've been dicking around with OBS and screwing up my audio routing again. And yeah, fun times all around. But working on some things. Like I said, my voice is now coming back. Tomorrow I am scheduled to record a total of 3 videos. And Misinformation Agent is going to just be my buddy to help me with the editing, because I do not have the time or inclination to learn right now. I'll be honest. Look, we go with what we know, right? Here's the thing. I'm taking a week off from April 14th through the 18th for my daughter's spring break. And with that, I'm going to be teaching myself, I'll have her 3 days. I'm going to be teaching myself those other days how to edit. So there's one particular video that I'm putting out that I have in my head how I want to do. And it's a little bit of a passion project for mine. And it's something very different I want to do about it. And it's not a debunk, it's anything else. It's more of it's a debunk by proxy. It's a history about a radio system that was used throughout Europe. It was actually, everything from Norway to the UK, through Germany, France, all the way down to Turkey, through Italy, and things like that. And it all used tropospheric scattering. It was links that went over the horizon over 250 to 300 miles. And I go into some of the technical details in explaining it, but also how the system was used and why it was used and things like that. And it's one of my more storytelling type of videos, and it's something that I really want to kind of do the right way. And instead of annoying Misinformation Agent was saying, no, I had this in mind. No, I had this in mind. I prefer to learn from those and get my parodies done and learn from those, and then I'll do this video. Caller, thanks. Yes, thank you for doing that for Misinformation Agent. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Well, that's why you guys are mods. See, you guys help out and keep me all together. But yes, please sub. He does some good stuff, and yeah, he's good stuff. He likes going after Ratsoid and Twatsoid and all the other degenerates in that realm of the universe. So let's talk about what's going on. So obviously, the Catsoid here is Ratsoid. I kind of got to get used to that. Twatsoid here is talking about Christian stuff and his form of Christianity and how he perceives himself to be a man of God and what sort of rules apply to that as far as character and actions and things like that. I think that's going to be hell, if you're going to go from one cult, you might as well go start another cult, right? I mean, it makes sense. You already got that part down. But, I just find it interesting. So, missing Flat Earth Fridays on Twitter. There's a couple of other spaces that show up there every once in a while. It has, a quarter of the people who are that were in the other one. People have moved on. People are not making content. People are changing their content to go geocentricity or ether studies or whatnot. Some still hold on, which I find kind of interesting. It's hard to do. And your whole argument is the sky does not dictate the shape of the ground. However, the geometry of the ground dictates on whether or not you can see the sun. So go figure, or see the sky. But you know, same arguments we had over and over again. It's whatever. Thank you, Emma. Yes, Emma got to read the script ahead of time because I needed somebody who hates nerd porn, who did not want to actually see my presentation on the Drunk Debunk show, which I take no offense to, because she actually went back to it to watch it after we did the watch party of me debunking them live or you know, looking at their stream and stuff like that. And she gave me glowing reviews. So for not being a nerd and having glowing reviews, I guess that means I did a good enough job of explaining it. So I take that as a huge thank you and a kudos and a big compliment. So Emma got to read my script because there is some kind of technical terms on how to do it. And I needed somebody to be my guinea pig. So Emma volunteered. I see spin. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go back a little bit more. I saw something. Foxworth, your daughter turned 19 last week. Wow. Yeah, mine turns 14 in about a month. I'm not looking forward to 19. I'm not even looking forward to 14. It seems as a parent, our time goes by faster, you know, relatively speaking, to quote Einstein. Time goes faster as our kids get older, and that's why riding needs to slow down. I'm tired. Yeah. Some other things I've been working on is I went ahead and opened the Unfornicated merch store just because I had some ideas in my head and I had to get them out of my head because they're driving me insane. One of them is well, you know what? Look, there's some questionable designs and some questionable things. I pride myself more on the descriptions than the design. I'm more of a writer than I'm a designer. So if anyone wants to help, by all means, I pay in beer and shout outs and everything else. So I see Spin, you want to send me a song to warm us up for ice, which is a CC song. Great. Shoot it over. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry, Emma. You do love nerd porn, but you have no clue about radio waves and all that stuff. You know what? Most people don't. There's very few people. There's the merch derp. Thank you, CK. Yes, there's a specific shirt that is a, it's a favorite of mine. Let's see. Hey, IC Spin, can you download it and send it over to me? Because I already have it set up for the music media player instead of going into opening up a brand new nightmare of a Explorer audio capture because I'm fucked up. So yeah. So what do we make of this? Is Flat Earth dead? Is Flat Earth finally seen the light, so to speak, or seen the curve? Have they finally seen the 24-hour sun and realized, fuck, there's nothing left for them to go? It kind of puts a damper a little bit on some of my videos if that's the case, but you know what? I'm sure it'll raise its head again another 40 years when we're all gone and my daughter's the one who's debunking this shit. So I don't have a lot of faith that it's gone. The community and cult behavior that's behind it stays. I think the problem is going to be, it might change subjects, go into some bastardized form of Christianity. It might go into some other bastardized form of science denial. It might continue along with Flat Earth loosely, or they may just still keep on going with Flat Earth. It's kind of a confusing time, but the marks and the targets available have dwindled greatly over the last few months. And, you know, it's a credit to everyone who's been debunking for so long. You know, people like MC Toon, people like FTFE, McKeegan, Simon Dad, Creaky, Jeranism. He has been eviscerating Flat Earth, and it's been fun to watch. And it's something that I've enjoyed. I enjoy his streams. I enjoy listening to him talk. I enjoyed talking, you know, listening to how he does things. And yeah, it's an enjoyable thing. Hopefully you guys aren't as colorblind as I am and notice my nice bright orange Hawaiian shirt. This is my Dano brand. This is something these are shirts I've been wearing since I've been a kid. This is This is who I am. If it's wintertime, I'll wear a Hawaiian shirt with a jacket over it because, look, I got to find summer some way and have it in my life, one way or the other. Um, what else are we going to go through here? I mean, let's see. No, but still going to make us money. Caller, I'm not monetized because I don't have enough subscribers. I don't have enough videos. I don't have enough watch hours. And even if I'm monetized, I don't give a shit. I have a full-time job that pays me plenty. I do this because it's fun. I do this because I like talking shit. I do this because I like insulting people and being an asshole. And I get to do it on my own channel. And I get to design stupid-ass t-shirts for other people to wear. If you notice, I'm making, I think, $1.25 on most of those. I think enough to to get their money off of the top, and that's it. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for anything else. I'm doing this because, actually, you know what? Let's bring this up. You know why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because my daughter is on social media and her friends are on social media. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I don't need them to be seeing this bullshit and start questioning whether or not what their teachers are teaching them are right. I don't need them to be looking at this, start denying what's in reality and just embracing ignorance and forgetting that a human lifetime is short and it should be spent learning every day. It should be spent about learning more about us, ourselves, learning about the world around us, learning about the universe around us and how we fit in it. And I don't ever want my daughter or her friends to lose that curiosity. I want them to have that. Flat Earth is finite. Conspiracies are finite. Everything's fake. That's the answer to everything. There's no objectivity to it. There's no subjectivity to it. It's just fake. That's it. Don't like it. It's fake. It's not how people should go through life. It's like, it's as much as I make fun of CC and do my bit and stuff like that. Hey, you know what? It's fun for a laugh. I pity the guy though. His world is so filled with fear and anger and things like that. It's like, you can't look up at the sky at night and see the beauty of it and the wonder of it. And this is something that goes back to, I was talking to my daughter about some of the things she did when she was, she has a half sister. It's only two. She was acting, doing some antics that were very similar to my daughter's antics when she was around the same age. So I was telling her about it, and we were talking, and I was starting to remember some of the things that she did at those young ages. And I remember specifically when she was about, I don't know, I guess 3 or 4, I made the point of whenever she was trying to get my attention, like squeezing my hand or calling me, I would immediately drop to a knee to get on her level. And it was for 2 reasons. One, to show her that what she said mattered to me, and for me to, have direct eye contact with her, and so she knows I'm listening. And the second thing is, so if she's pointing at something, I see it from her level. I see it from how she sees it. And when you're only 2 feet off the ground, it's a whole different world than if you're 6 feet off the ground. Seeing it from her way allowed me to do all sorts of things, and I appreciate it. And she kind of gave me that gift again to look at things and wonder the same things. So for someone like Cece and Twatzoid and Grandpa Sam and all those other people who look up at the night sky and they just see a fish bowl, a salad bowl, a pudding bowl, or things like that. It's like, oh, our creator gave us this. Your creator, and I'm not religious, but I'm just going to say, your creator is very finite in its abilities. I'd much rather have a creator that created an entire universe. It's whatever. The 2-foot thing is also known as DP's perspective. I know, DP, that's why you shop at the little boy section. Otherwise, you got to get your pants hemmed. Although, DP, the funny thing is going to be you standing between me and Mike, because I'm 6 foot and Mike's 6'2". Oh, you sent me lyrics as text. Okay, great. I guess I'll stop talking. Oh, look, I have 5 messages. I guess I should fucking look at them. Fucking filtered. Okay, from IC Spin, thank you. We'll download that. And we're going to move it over to the music file. I'll just play it here. All right. So this is a song from IC Spin about CC. listen to Angry O Faces, version 3. Did you stop counting at 3 IC spin, or did you finally get it on the third try? Because there is some brutal AI that goes through some of these things. All right, let me do something here. I need to expand that. Okay, here we go. Got the music player. Looking around on my screens to try to figure out what things are going by. Okay. All right. So this is a song from IC Spin regarding CC's Angry O Face. Here we go. And it's not playing. Why is it not playing? Oh boy. Look, audio problems again. Add existing music. Okay. Let's remove this one. Let's try this again. Now, eventually, I'm just going to have a setup that works. Oh, wait, hold up. Let's remove this. Okay, there we go. Desktop audio. Oh my God. Why was it working earlier? Talk amongst yourselves while I try to figure shit out again. Let's see. Oh, I know. Okay. I'm an idiot. I was trying to build a stage for two people to have a conversation, and it was working of sorts, but no, that's not it. And then all of a sudden it stopped working because, well, life. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do this. IC Spin. I'm going to take your little address here. We're going to put this here. And then we're going to put this over here. We're going to create new. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Get ready for the truth. And the old face that comes with it. He's not mad. He's just passionately climaxing at 70 mph. Why, guys? Why haven't you thought of this? He's in the Camry, yelling at the sky, talking weather like it's deep state spy. Earth spins 1,000 miles per hour. He moans, still calls out the storm like it's paying student loans. Shouldn't we be building like fucking glass cities? Instead he's clenched face, sweating from the titties. His eyebrows do backflips, lips twitching tight. Looks like he just busted to a satellite. Angry old faces, hitting hard like he's jacking off to a flat earth chart. Wake the fuck up, he screams in delight, while his face looks like he's ready to ignite. Old faces, baby, divine confusion, like he's fucking operating on his own contusion. Illusion, known illusion. Nobody can tell us what gravity is. He moans like he just found his G-spot in a quiz. How big does it have to be? He pleads with fate, while his jaw unhinges like a third date. Carbon dating? Do you really believe that? Looks like he climaxed from debunking a lab rat. Why would we want to be special? He yells with pain as his eyes roll back like he's riding a thought train. Angry old faces, righteous and rude, like he just saw Hallie's comet naked and lewd. Mouth wide like he's sucking space lies dry, sniffing doomsday fumes on the Poughkeepsie fly. Angry old faces, screaming through the cage. His dashboard confession is a cosmic stage. You're not gonna sit there with a fucking candle, you idiot. No, baby, you're gonna light that ass with ancient electricity. He believes, and he owes when he believes hard enough, flat as a pancake, wet as a dream. Poughkeepsie smells like pot and cosmic regret. He's twitching and preaching with a nicotine sweat, talking NPCs and bubble shit lies, looking like he nutted from government spies. That diagram you grew up with doesn't work. He pants like a preacher mid-jerk, blames NASA while his face screams yes. Every Twitch a mini conspiratorial success. Angry old faces you can't unsee, like if Alex Jones fucked a DMT tree. Sweaty truth gasms in a fort on fire, each wrinkle in his face a flat earth choir. Angry old faces, bless his soul, looks like the truth's going in through the back hole. Oh, gravity. What even are you? This man didn't just question reality, he climaxed all over it. Facial expressions don't lie, even if the earth does.
All right. Thank you, IC Spin. Yeah, that was good. I want to make one small correction, and that's just because you don't live in the area. I do. And yeah, the town of Poughkeepsie is spelled, well, the town of Poughkeepsie is spelled this way. Poughkeepsie. It's that's probably the most original way I've seen anyone spell Poughkeepsie, and I realized I wasn't sharing the lyrics. My apologies on that. This whole streaming shit is getting new to me. Anyway, yeah, so here's the comments. IC Spin, I would recommend putting that link in here for everyone to enjoy. It's fun times to be listening to that. Collar's having a problem with the St. Louis Blues. Sorry, buddy. Teaching like a flurf. Yes, Foxworth, I try. What it's doing. It never keeps sittings anyway. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. What else are we going? It's working. That's good. 5x5. Great. Thank you. Scary the machine. Sitting toilet camera. Yes. Oh, good times all around. All right, so we're all caught up. I spelled it for pronunciation. Hey, you know what? I had the opposite. When I moved out here, I saw the sign and didn't know how to say it. And my now ex-wife looks at the sign and she goes, "How would you pronounce that?" And I'm like, well, it looks like dough, so Poughkeepsie. And she's just like, well, that's closer to most people. Most people call it all sorts of different things, and Poughkeepsie, Pogue, whatever. And it's like, yeah. And now the funny thing is, when CC was talking about Poughkeepsie, Newburgh, that's all right here. I can throw a rock and hit all those places, and makes it fun because that means I could see him on the road sometime. Yay! I still think he was the guy who ran off Shifty-Eyed Shady. But it wasn't actually. It wasn't a Camry. It wasn't anything else like that. But luckily, it wasn't a semi. So Shifty, escaped having too much of injury, just some car issues. AI didn't like the spelling. Oh, I can only imagine what AI did to the spelling. That's open up your eyes, saw the sign. Okay, look, no Ace of Base references, Calder. You're pushing it. You're gonna get timed out. You keep up with that shit. It actually does like the word bullshit because one of my things was they actually said the word bullshit and the word fuck. So go figure. Um, yeah, one of the things I was working on was uh let's see here. Let me bring back this a little bit. Let me go to my library. That's the wrong one. Um, let's see. Sign in. So, my weekly bit that I'm going to be doing is weekly STDs. And as you could see by the merch store, we have a couple things specifically for that. Now, one of the things I was doing is I wanted to have some sort of a like a little bit of an intro song. I just kind of wanted the chorus and the bridge, and that's about it, just to kind of break up the monotony of me talking and to give me a minute so I can take a drink. And yeah, so this is what it came up with. The chorus is a little catchy. Not really my style of music, but I wanted something that catchy, and it made my daughter hum along for God knows how long. And while I was making these, Emma decided to make me a song, and I play that like every morning when I get up in the mornings, like my entrance song to the day, to the world. And I burst out of my my bedroom door to the idea of Pirate Dan. I'll play that one later. But here's the STD song that I put together. Yeah, let's see what you guys think of it.
Another Tuesday morning, dumb shit's come in hordes, and most of them are boring. My timeline's been whoring. Weekly STDs, socially transmitted disinformation. Never go on social media without protection. Do your own research. There's always a new one. You won't even see them before you're infected. Think you would have learned by now. Weekly STDs, socially transmitted disinformation. Never go on social media without protection. Do your own research. If you don't know, then ask, for fuck's sake. Read a book, dumbass, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Weekly STDs, socially transmitted disinformation. Never go on social media without protection. Do your own If you don't know, then ask, for fuck's sake. Read a book, dumbass, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
All right, that's enough of that mess. It keeps going with the chorus a few times, but yeah, it's going to be fun. Yes, Emma, it wasn't your song. I have your song queued up. That's going to be next one. I need a little bit of a break. Maybe I'll use it as a bathroom break here shortly. For fuck's sake, Dan, this is gold. um, yeah, that was, now the interesting thing about this was one of the first, let's go back here. That was actually one of the first takes. I'm surprised. I was like, holy shit, this is almost exactly what I'm looking for. Then I was asking for alt rock and, heavy guitars, and that's kind of gave me more of the Nickelback sound. Not real big fan. But then I started listening to it more, and I played it for my daughter, and she's like, nah, you are using that. You don't have a choice in the matter. So I'm like, well, shit. If the 14-year-old Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever it is, says I got to use it, and I guess I got to use it. Who am I to deny what I guess my biggest fan, I could call her, wants? So, all right. Look, we started briefly talking about flat Earth, where it's all gone. It's gone nowhere. It's still gone nowhere. It's not even treading water. It's sinking slowly to the bottom of the ocean, and hopefully it stays there. So what's that leave for the rest of us? This channel, while it kind of started on some of the flat Earth stuff, because that's what I was doing on Twitter and things like that, there's plenty of misinformation, disinformation for me to tackle, and I'm going to keep doing it. Primarily, I bring a technical background to, to the game, so to speak, and I can generally try to explain things in such a way that are easy to understand for most people who maybe aren't technical. So I'm going to try to leverage that a little bit and keep up with that. I mean, there's plenty of people who still think of, well, shit. There's plenty of people who still think about other stupid, what do you call it? Other stupid conspiracies. Sorry, brain farted. Because, whether it's going to be a jet fuel hoax, which is fucking brilliant, whether it's going to be the moon landing hoax, Nephilim. You know what? Hey, let's just do it this way. Here. I created this as soon as I can get my camera. This is what I created basically out of my store. It's a hoodie. And it's called the Trust Me Bro hoodie, because these are all the stupid ass conspiracies that are still out there for us to go. We have, I mean, just look at it. We have flat Earth at the top, because God knows that's the dumbest of all of them. Reptilian overlords. God, that's a close second. Denver International Airport. That's always fun. Chemtrails, moon landing hoax, Mandela effect, the Beru cataclysm. God, time for another drink. The Illuminati, Nephilim, Tartaria. I have the Tartaria parody commercial coming out for the Board of Tourism of Tartaria. That'll be fun. We have the jet fuel hoax, Sandy Hook, 9/11 conspiracy, mud flood conspiracy, the Great Reset, 5G mind control, UFO aliens, and Freemasons. And if you notice that I missed one, that's going to be another video that's coming out. Oh, okay. So CK loves the Trust Me Bro hoodie. Emma's asking who disappeared. Well, Huatzoid basically is rebranding to be a religious cult, I guess. There's quite a few missing on Twitter, the Flat Earth Friday, Levelheads crew, and things like that. There seems just to be a lot less. I'm trying to think the right word. I mean, look, Weiss is still doing his shit, and to continue to do his shit. That's just what it is. But if you saw, if you saw his interview with Dana on DP Debunks' channel, which was priceless. That led to the birth of the creepy, dirty, or sexy, creepy dearth cartoon. He was trying everything to get some kind of reaction from this lady and was failing miserably. So it's like nobody wants to listen to his shit anymore. Shiva invited him down to MIT to have a conversation, and for goddamn sure he's not taking up on that offer. He'll say it on camera, so it looks good, but he's not taking him up. He's like, no, I'm out. I'm not being part of this shit. Yeah. TikTok. I was watching a Eric Peterson video today and yesterday, where this looks like some high school kid with ramen hair was having serious problems with geometry and trying to understand curvature and how much of something should be hidden. I don't think I've ever seen something as painful as that. Yeah. There are plenty on TikTok, and as of right now, TikTok's here to stay. So, maybe that changes my battleground a little bit. Maybe that goes for that realm of it. I'm building some scenes that we can do a couple of little side-by-side conversations. So maybe that's what I go towards. Because TikTok's phone-based, though, not high on my list of shit to do. I'm not, not high. I don't know. But Foxtrot, to your point, like, in my realm of debunkers, I ran into a reporter who reported on, he wrote a story with about a radio operator who listened in on the Apollo 11 astronaut communications. So they couldn't hear Houston, but they could hear the astronauts. The reason why they couldn't hear Houston is because obviously they're transmitting from Houston and they're listening in Louisville, Kentucky. So not exactly on the way. But the signals coming back from the astronauts were. It was a very large antenna that he built, and his receiver that he made. Actually, let me see something here. I think, don't mind all my open shit. Let's see. Here he is. There's his antenna. That is, I forgot his first name. His last name is Basinger. He was a radio DJ working at an AM radio station. And he built this antenna. And he was listening in without the 10-second delay for, just to see if maybe NASA was going to cut anything. He was curious. Not necessarily a conspiracy theory. You just want to make sure that, the story is right. Go to the source, right? Now, the funny thing about it is they had a reporter there, and the reporter wrote an article on it, and it was on the front page of the local. So it was in the section B, above the fold, right up there on top. It's called Lunar Eavesdropping. The reporter's name is Glenn. Ended up touching base with him through a bunch of different people on Twitter, got his phone number, and I've been waiting to have a phone conversation with him once I can get back into my DMs, which recently happened. Learned some valuable lessons about Twitter and their terms of service. Elon Musk does not like to be called apartheid Clyde, and you should never tell a flirt to stick his head in a microwave to see if he can see the color of the radio waves. Yeah. Anyway, what are you gonna do? But hope to have that conversation with him. I hope to have it recorded. I'd like to do it live on a Zoom call, but when I asked if he wanted to do a Zoom call, he immediately asked me what a Zoom call was. But he was game, so I'm going to work that end of it to hopefully get that done and get that situated. That's the benefit of it. Again, I'm battling strep for a week and a half. I had fever. I lost my voice. I had razor blades in my throat. I'm just now not even quite have my voice back, but I have enough of it back to where I can start doing some shit and talking again. So that's the plus. But Foxworth, to your thing, this is my moon debunk right here. When you talk about the later Apollo 15, 16, and 17, those communications were listened to by radio operators on where were they? Long Island, New York. And they were able to listen in and stuff like that. So one of the things I thought about doing was doing a tutorial about how you can make your own antenna out of cheap rabbit ears from TVs a dinner plate and a tripod and a laptop with free software on there. And you can download weather maps as they fly over your head. Probably do a tutorial. I'm going to work with my daughter, then maybe this summer, try to talk to ISS, see if we can get them on a VHF band and build our own antenna for that. So these are all the stuff that that I'm looking to doing. I'm going to branch out wherever it's needed, basically, is what it comes out to. But flat earth is the bottom of the barrel for me. I'll start there and work my way up. That's what you're going to get from me. I'm generally going to stay away from politics unless politics affect me directly, specifically being a veteran and how it affects other veterans. I am definitely going to be a part of that and bring that up to light, because that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And it's something that would need to be taken care of. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So, that's kind of the direction I'm going. That's what's going on. When was that interview? Haven't had it yet, Calder. As soon as I have it, I will let you know. Or are you talking about the interview with Dana? And Dearth, because DP can provide that. It's on Dave's second channel, the one where he has 3 videos up from when he was talking to a high school about ironically enough, what happens when you get into conspiracies. Oh God, this shit writes itself. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, it's a little interesting for for me as far as what I will tackle and not tackle. Just because politics are so polarizing, I'm a registered independent, always have been since I was 18 years old. My first vote was for Ross Perot. That's just how I look at things. I look at the individual people, not the individual parties. Although it's kind of changed lately because reasons. Anyway, but yeah, I'll stay out of the political realm. But Science Now is definitely big on my part. Something I definitely want to look into, whether we're talking about vaccines cause autism or what does it take, the ivermectin? Of course, some guy just died from it, and now everyone else has some symptoms from taking veterinary doses. Let's put methylene blue in our water. It's like a fish tank cleaner. Good for your insides. But I'm going to stick with what I know. If it's outside my realm, I'll bring in somebody who does know. I'll bring in a doctor. I'll bring in a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I'll bring in a physicist. I have access to a couple from CERN, some who teach university. One works at CERN, an Italian gentleman by the name of Franco. One of my favorite people. Absolutely hilarious. Got another one who used to live not far from me here, actually in New York, like down the road in one of those small towns. And he now is down south and teaches down that way and teaches physics still. So it's, I think more than anything, this kind of realm being part of this has allowed me to have access to some people and kind of refine my skills when I was a kid, taking these classes. And at the same time, just be, I guess, part of the community to call bullshit when we have bullshit, and let's go. Oh shit, Shay, you just made me give me a panic heart attack. He says, I can't hear, still in AA. I thought it meant because he couldn't hear, and I've been talking to myself the whole time and me not catching it, and you guys just let me do that. Because you guys would, you bastards, all of you would just let me talk aimlessly and just laugh. But yeah. Anyway, yes, Shifty Eyes, I am drinking a Red Stripe because I'm out of Pepsi, and I don't want to do what Mike did last night and chug a bunch of rum and turn into, well, a slobbering mess on my floor, to say another word. Because then the dog will lick my face and she'll get drunk. And, look, I'm a little old to be getting that drunk because, that hangover you get the morning after? As you get a little older, that morning after turns into like a couple days after, because your liver just kind of goes on strike for 2 or 3 days. And it's not as fun as it used to be. Doesn't mean I don't like rum though. So, enjoy it while you got it. Anyway, so that's kind of my spiel for tonight. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. So I need to shave, apparently. I just caught myself in the monitor. I'm like, holy shit. No, you know what? It's I've had a lot like a personal upheaval and professional upheaval going on in my life over the last couple months. And this was kind of like my turn to kind of get away from it all. Now this has got upheaval because there seems to be people missing and people moving on to other grifts, and I'm just got to change with them. So yeah, it's going to be I don't know. Let's put it this way: it's going to be a journey, and I hope you guys are all here for it, and I hope you guys are along with the ride. And you guys are always going to be part of it, regardless. So I'm going to keep doing my stuff, and who knows? Maybe I'll just turn into a teaching lesson and saying, "Here's how we're going to talk about radio today. We're going to talk about fiber today. We're going to maybe get some people their Network Plus certifications or their Cisco and Juniper certifications, or shit. Who knows? I don't know. But you guys, as my digital family of sorts, will have input. If you guys see something like, hey, Dan, you gotta address this bullshit because I want your take on it, or I want your sense of humor, or I want your sarcasm attached to this, or whatever, then by all means, send it to me. I'm on Discord. I'm on email. Get my email off this channel. I'm always around. I'm wherever. Yeah, I don't know. I will say that last night was fun. I definitely got to, glad I got one of the last rounds in of murder mystery, murder trivia win in. And the new game that Rubik's had, what was that? Use Your Words, I think is what it was. That looked highly entertaining. The amount of people who showed up in a voice channel on Mike's Discord was odd. And there wasn't actually a lot of talking over each other, which is odd when you get that many people who have unmuted mics. It was interesting. But yeah, that's where we are. So I'm going to play Emma's song. Let me check Discord real quick here and see if I missed anything. Yes, Emma, thank you for sending me that. That was that's exactly what I was looking at doing. Let's see. Got anything else going on here? Is DP in the house, or did he bail? You go to bed? He's talking about maybe streaming after me. I thought maybe we get him up here. Yes, the song is very much off topic, but it's a nice interlude. Because maybe we'll go, I don't know, maybe we'll bring up Jackbox. Anybody want to play some Jackbox? Anybody don't want to play Jackbox? Anybody want to talk about anything in general? How about this? I can put to the Discord, the unfornicated Discord link in, and if people want to jump up and talk on the voice channel, we can do that. You know what? It's a free flow. I'm gonna be bouncing off you guys. DP is in the house. DP. All right. Hey, why don't I bounce you up here real quick? Or actually, why don't you, because, you're 2 feet tall, you have a small bladder. Well, you go ahead and run to the restroom while I'm running to the restroom. I'll go ahead and play the song real quick, and we will, and we'll have a back and forth, and we'll discuss some things. How's that sound for you? Cygnus, I had a Discord. I deactivated it, but I'm thinking I'm going to activate it again. But we can always use DP debunks because he's my brother from another mother and another continent. And he's entirely way too weird like me. All right, so DP needs a few. I need a few. Yeah, Emma, I got to actually take that down. I deleted it because there's nobody in it and I didn't want to maintain it. I didn't want to ask anybody to maintain it. And then I realized that shit, I'm going to need it because Discord's kind of how I bring people on and not Zoom calls. So I'm going to play Emma's song. It is a completely different song. It is, it's more or less like the marsupial elation song. If you haven't heard that for DP, you're missing out. Let's put it that way. Yeah. West Side Girl, welcome, 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 welcome. Nice to see you again, as always. You didn't miss much, just me rambling, ranting, and hello. By the way, for those who are looking at the link that CK put in there, don't buy that shit. It was just me for being funny, me doing something else. My nephew's buying it. That's plenty. I don't need to worry about it. But the cognitive condom shirts are some of my favorites. I think I love those. Okay, you know what? So I tell you what, I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go get another beer. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'm going to play Emma's song. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back on the title screen. I'm going to be right back. And I got a couple ideas, though, to go with what's going on here. And, you know, maybe we'll show some old pictures of your good friend Dano, including one of him in uniform. Let me chew on that while I'm peeing in the tub or the shower or wherever I'm going to find my out the window. Hey, I did learn a valuable lesson. Do not pee out a third-story window if the wind's blowing in. There's physics involved. Just take my word for it. Anyway, let's go back to that here. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's just do. No, that's me looking for pictures. That's not helpful. Is it this one? Yes, it is. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know what? You guys are going to have to figure it out. I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. So enjoy. And everyone say thank you for Emma for this. Actually, let me do it this way. If I do this, testing, yep, still there. Here we go. Properties, we change this. Nope, cancel that. Turn off that. Add in the application. You know, let's just add a new one here. There is no audio on the Trust Me Bro hoodie, so let's not worry about that.
Your physics is low, you're damn right, bro.
Whoops. Okay, since I didn't realize that I turned down the volume and it was playing only in my ears and not in yours, let's try this again. What is an unfornicated stream without some sort of audio problems? Why not? Fuck it. All right, be right back.
Yo ho, a pirate's like Foley.
Yo, Aquaman chillin' with the fishes. Think you're smarter than a foot with your physics is low. You're damn right, brains overflowing. Plus, let's be honest, that charisma showing. And you're damn sexy with that fluffy white hair. Oh, wait a minute, hold up, that's a CC wig, I swear. CC's your best shtick, DC's like Fox. You tricking all the landlubbers with your visual coup.
You see my Small business, telecom, science galore, but your jokes straight from the gutter's dirty floor. Got a sharp mind and a wicked tongue, making us laugh till our stomachs hung. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Dan's at the helm, gonna brighten up our day. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. With Dan at the wheel, we're happily led astray. Drink up me hearties, yo ho.
Gave us a home when Mike ditched us in the lurch. You're the architect of awesome, standing tall as a church. Oh, the ladies are dying to see you in your uniform, sailor. Got 'em weak in the knees, a scientific Baylor.
And the boys are green with envy, a jealous third HU. Cause you're packing brains and humor, it's undeniably true. You see more business, telecom, science galore, but your jokes straight from the gutter's dirty floor. Got a sharp mind and a wicked tongue, making us laugh till our stomachs hung. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Dan's at the helm, gonna brighten up our day. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. With Dan at the wheel, we're happily led astray. Drink up me hearties, yo ho.
You coined our name, Zoo Crew, a motley, horny team. With you as our captain, we're weathering every stream.
From understanding radio waves
To sinking pints of beer, you're the best damn zookeeper. And crazy as fuck, oh dear.
anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Dan's at the helm, gonna brighten up our day. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. With Dan at the wheel, we're happily led astray. Drink up me hearties, yo ho.
We're rinsing flowing seas, Dan. Don't spit another pun. And remember that CC wig makes you number one. Zoo Crew forever, drink to the foam.
Anchors away.
Happy voyage, Dan. Until we meet again another day.
Yo ho, a pirate typhoon.
Emma, thank you. I cannot thank you enough to have my own personal anthem everywhere I go. I'm gonna have that on my phone. So when I walk into a store and the glass doors magically open by using the force, I can play that song as I enter and everyone can stop and stare because why not? Again, thank you, Emma. I love that song. I really do. I guess that makes me narcissistic. I don't care. Cheers to another beer for the night. All right, DP, hit me up whenever you are ready on your side, and we're going to see if I can fuck this up any more on this stream and somehow or another make it to where we have a double person on screen and make it work. Yeah. So the amount of stuff that comes out of AI anymore is just crazy. Voice cloning is a real thing now, which is scary, but hey, what do I care? I know what I say. And just having audio of me saying something anymore, you better have video too, bud, because I don't fly it. So who wants to play Who's That? And we'll look at some pictures. I actually have a funny enough, I have a picture of I'm working on a oh shit. Hello, hold up. DP, are you there? Hey DP, can you hear me?
Sure can.
All right, and everyone else can hear you
Can you hear
too.
me?
I got to turn you up though.
Or
Let's
turn it
see.
on, right?
Oh, I know why. Because you were really loud last night. and I had to change your volume. Hey, you want to say something now?
I sure do. I want to say
There we go.
lots. Mainly boobs, penis, butts, butthole.
All right, let's see how this works. I'm going to have to change some things on the fly here because I did not have a call present to test this ahead of time. So let's see how fucked up this goes. Oh, hey. Not too
Ah, where am
shabby.
I?
Let's do that. Holy fuck, it worked.
Look at me.
Holy
I'm on a
fuck.
thing. Help. I'm in a box.
Oh. Look, you're surrounded by neon, bud.
Supreme mind for everybody. Damn. Oh, sexy red neon.
Hey, that's on the
Very
fornicated color.
nice.
You like that?
Jolly good show, sir. I do. Classy.
And you fit
shit.
exactly, dude. I guessed. Holy shit.
That's what she said.
Well, sometimes she says that. Other times it's, are you in yet? No, I mean, no, that doesn't go there. No,
Yeah.
wait, it's, oh shit. You know what? You don't want to hear
Mostly
this.
it's like, mostly it's, why are you still here?
Yeah. Look, you're done. Get off.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
It's been real.
It's been real. Hold on. Let me move this over here.
Big fish. DP needs a container. Damn right.
Yes, DP definitely needs a container. He's now in one.
Container
so-
shit.
What are you wearing there, bud? What kind of shirt is that? It looks like a Mighty Ducks
not-
jersey.
Damn right.
Oh, look at that.
And on the back.
Oh, okay. So I was kind of raised around Anaheim, so I was a Ducks fan growing up when they first started, way back when.
Inspired in part by the movie.
Yes. Well, they were owned by Disney at the time.
Makes sense. Fucking Disney.
Yeah,
I
fucking
love Disney. They make all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to find something here. We're gonna play Who's That real quick because so one thing I'm working on, actually here, I'm going to by the way, so for those who are wondering about my new setup, here's my new setup. Hold on, let me kick this is my new setup. So this screen you see right here in the middle, that's where my chat screen is. I'm sorry, over here, this little screen right here in the middle, this is my chat, or this is my my something screen. And let's see, what's the next picture? I gotta make sure I got no junk pictures here. This is one that DP gave me the best answer to, because I said, here's what my setup looks like. This is what's going on. You can see kind of like a little bit of construction work as I was putting together my desk. And what'd you call this, DP? My little treble?
Ribble.
Tribble. Yeah. I'm, my little pet sitting
Tribble.
here on the desk right here. You can kind of see that. But yeah, so so that was fun. So let's see. Let me go back to the guest thing here. And let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to do.
I was just a computer for a minute there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Emma, which one was it? Was it me shaking hands with my last promotion, or was it me with my silly little white hat? Oh, and I did send a picture to DP of me at 19 years old holding a koala bear. And DP's answer at that time was, fuck, he looks pissed. And he was, because he
It's
pissed
not a
on
happy
me.
koala.
No, he pissed on me. Here, let me just show everybody what Dano at 19 looked like. This is us in Tasmania.
Contest.
This is us in Tasmania, me holding a very pissed off koala who did not want to be held. Yeah, fun times.
You
Okay,
can tell what it's thinking. It's just like,
Dude.
fucking America.
here's the fucking thing too. The claws on that thing are fucking dangerous. All right, they could open up a
Yeah,
can.
man.
Tori, yes,
Many
thank you.
cans.
I appreciate that. I will take you up on that offer. Thank you. Let's see. boot camp graduation. How's that? This is one for all of you. An embarrassment for me. Here you go. There is 18-year-old Dan, complete with a security clearance and a rifle and pistol qualification of expert. Yes, I got big ears, and yes, I look like I'm a fucking baby. Long time ago. And I'll do
Baby
one
Dan.
more picture. I actually did not ask if I could post this ahead of time, but I will post this now because, well, you guys hear me talk about having a twin sister all the time. So I don't have very many pictures of her and I together. But yeah, here's this one. Here's my twin and I.
Oh,
So there you go.
like normal, insane.
Yes, she is normal and sane. And the funny thing was, DP, she's 5'10", and she's been this height since she's been about a freshman in high school, and I was 4'11", so I was down about here. I was down about just above the railing. It was my height. Coincidentally, my nickname in school at the time was Keebler because I was 4'11", and I was in ROTC, and we had green uniforms. So yeah. Basically, we had the Keebler squad.
My nickname as a kid, from my mother, actually, was Midge, M-I-D-G-E.
Really?
Short for midget person, because I was the youngest of three boys.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, over 40, people who knew me way back then still refer to me as that fuckers. And sadly, it's still highly applicable because of my lack of
Vertical stature?
vertical orientation. But as I always say, I'm not short. I'm just a normal sized person living in a world full of fucking freaks.
Yeah. No, I agree. Would you mind if I showed sorry, I'm trying to do too many things here. If I showed the drawing that my daughter did of you.
Not at all. Apparently I've got an echo.
Oh, hold on.
Echo.
Let me look. Oh,
Not my end. I've closed OBS and everything. So
there, that should be better.
right, but is it better now? Calder? Are you happy now, Calder?
Fuck you, Calder, and your damn demands.
Disrupted the whole stream with your there's an echo. Son of a bitch.
Emma, I just showed the picture.
Better.
Did you not see
Tori's
it?
onto it.
There we go.
No,
Okay,
I was
perfect.
distracted by giving Calder shit.
Yeah. No. No. She was asking about another picture that I had. Let's see. Photos.
Oh, don't fuck! Don't share those pictures.
No, not the nude ones you sent. The ones of my here we go. So
They're special.
I'm working on commemorative road trip merch. Specifically
for the road trip that hasn't
happened yet. It's going to happen next year.
Yes,
we need to the drunk debunk, DP debunks, and unfornicated roadshow, for saying another word. Oh, excuse me. I'm working on some commemorative designs of stuff. So I want you to kind of think Scooby-Doo in a van with the whole team, and then just take those people out of the van, put in characters of Mike and DP and I, and give the van a nice white hairdo. And imagine that in a sticker. So I have tasked my daughter with helping me with this because I'm cheap and don't want to go to Fiverr. And plus she wants to help. And I got her new software. She had no idea how to use it. So we use DP as a guinea pig. And the guinea pig is this. We have DP as a character. Look, you can talk now and no one will know the difference. She has since corrected his beard to be a ridiculous orange color.
I'm a cartoon DP. That's how we talk. I've decided.
So yeah. So how late were you guys up last night?
Oh, shit. So I think because so it was all wrapping up and we were ready to go. Everybody jumped off the call, and then Mike was like back on his main scene to wrap up, and then his phone's gone off, and he's got a message from Jaren from one that he'd sent like hours and hours and hours before, asking like, "Hey, we're just talking about stuff. If you want to hop on." And Jaren got back to him later. He's like, "I'm really high, but yeah, absolutely. Want to have a chat? I'm keen."
Most of us are.
Jaren jumped on, and then we were talking with Jaren for probably must have been over an hour. I can't remember. It
Shit.
was a really good chat. Yeah, so Jaren was getting ready to bail, and Mike was just on a downward slide, like hardcore.
I bounced
So
back into the
he didn't
voice
even-
channel when you guys were talking about the EMF detectors and shit like that, and he grabbed his. Well, let's put it this way: he was running over to the stream, or he was running over to the closet to grab his bag, and he took down the stream. And I saw the stream went down, but I was still in Discord.
Was that the first disconnect?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been the first one. And then there was another one when we were talking to Jaren and he fired it up again. And then after Jaren had bounced, like I thought Mike might hang around for a minute and just to say, you know, bye to everybody on the call and then bye to the stream. But no, Jaren bounced. Mike's just like, he's disappeared. Stream's ended. That's it. So it was like me, Megan, Spin. I think Monkey was still there, Foxworth. And yeah, we were just like, motherfucker, he just went, like, just done. And there were two comments under the third stream, and one of them was just like, what the fuck?
Coincidentally, a lot of things
Bailed,
are
I
happening
think,
on my stream.
I think just passed out. So it was like, yeah, we better call that Uber to get him from the floor to the
Yeah, to the couch.
He's gonna be feeling that. That was a marathon. That was like over 10 hours.
I mean,
He
we
was
thought my
streaming
6
in
hour
one
was forever. Yeah. Tell you what, having everyone on the voice channel was interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. And it worked pretty well. I fucked it up more than anybody. Apparently my mic was clipping at one point, which it was because I've seen
That's
the
why
video,
I
but
turned you down. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the actual mic. It was
Your
I had
webcam
the
again.
stream running. I had OBS open. I had all sorts of shit happening. And my computer just didn't like it. So the way I've got it going at the moment is I've got your stream running on the other PC, and all I've got open over this side is like not intensive Chrome tabs and Discord. That's it.
Yeah, we won't
Just trying to
discuss.
minimize the damage.
We won't discuss the amount of ADHD Chrome tabs I had open the other day, or even today, as I was trying to add the moving neon back and forth. But I will say this: yes, I see Spin. I missed out. I am sad I missed out, to be honest. I would have enjoyed talking to Jaren because, well, he's a Californian like me. So 7 a.m. Eastern. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm glad I went to bed at like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was approaching 5 a.m. for Mike, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's Eastern, so
again,
according to
like,
Shady, it's almost 7.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Man,
he's like 3 hours from me.
That late.
4 hours from me.
It was like it was 9:30 at night or thereabouts when it wrapped up for me, and I jumped on the call like just after lunchtime. So it was a decent effort. It was very cool talking to Jaren though, and just hearing his take on the whole Flatsoid stuff, and like some of it was stuff he said on his streams, and answering questions that he's answered before, but still like and really interesting to hear about what he's thinking of doing with his stream. So I don't want to tell tales out of school or steal his thunder, but he said it last night, so fuck it. He's getting a t-shirt out of me, so who cares? But he wants to get like the ex-flatties, the people who escaped, and interview them.
Yeah, that's great.
Debunking stuff or anything else, but just talk to them. How'd you get into it? How did you feel while you were in it? What was it like getting out? And for mine, it's like, that's like brilliant. And that's what needs to happen. Not about the science or like thereof, but just about the people. And I think that's going to do what he's been trying to do for the last 12 episodes, and they're just not listening to the arguments and the debunking of the arguments. It's like, focus on the people. Like, you don't have to feel how you feel in Flat Earth and do the things you do all the time. You can stop, get out, and be happier and more productive and better people. So I'm fucking pumped.
And I've said this before, though. It's
anything
like
I can do to help, I absolutely will.
Like, you know, it's like some of the flat earthers, you know, I think they're worried about, and I know for a fact that I've heard them hear this. I've even heard Jaron hear this. Is like, there's a couple different things. The sunken cost fallacy. Like, you know, Jaron sunk 10 years of his life into it. And he thinks, like, you know, it's hard to let go. It wasn't hard for him to let go. He just said, look, I follow evidence, and it was easy. It was, you know, for him. I mean, there was about a month there that took him to transition. Once he got his feet back underneath the ground on the globe side, he was running. And no, I've loved his interviews. I watched his presentation. I don't know if you saw that. He has like about an hour and 15-minute long video of a presentation he did about being a former flat earther. It's on his channel, and
that was great.
Really good video, really good presentation, especially for being his first. Because look, it's one thing to talk to a camera and say, "Look, I was wrong." It's another thing to stand in front of 100 people and be like, "Yeah, I was wrong."
Yeah, it's ballsy, absolutely ballsy. And yeah, I tend to listen to a lot of YouTube stuff, not so much watch it, especially the longer stuff. But I'll have it on my phone when I take a walk along the beach. It's like 5 kilometers or something there and back. Takes about an hour and a half or less if I absolutely hoof it. But I just play stuff like a podcast. And I was listening to that and I'd seen all that stuff that he had on the screen, and I knew what videos he was referencing and everything. But yeah, it was really, really fucking interesting. And that's not easy to do at all at the best of times. Just stand in front of a group of strangers and just get, here's what I thought for a decade, which I now realize was absolutely wrong and stupid, and, you know, residual guilt for preaching that to other people and having them buy in. And now they're stuck and I'm out and I can't like reach, like,
it's like middle ground. Like you're like purgatory. You're like, yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to bring everyone with me, and no one wants to follow.
Yeah,
you know, but the thing
position. And then
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and the way, and this has been spoken about at length, but it is just disgusting. Like the way that whole community just, like the flick of a light switch, just turn. And you sit in his chat, and there's a weird mix of like other people who are flipped. You got Nick Havoc in there, a Melodome will pop up, and then you've got the people who haven't flipped but are like, at least, you know, you're doing the right thing. You're not lying to anybody. You're being honest about where you're at. I'm still a flat earther, but blah blah blah, and that's all good. But just the bile that gets spat from people and the accusations of you sold out and how much were you paid, and they just won't let it go. And then to have people like your sergeants and your dearths and all these other just dick rags just constantly spreading lies and insinuating shit. And obviously the worst of them lately is Ratzoid by fucking far. And man, is that motherfucker running for the hills right now, trying to cover his ass. It's amazing. And I'll be talking about him later on today on my stream as well. All the same shit. But woke up this morning to the rebranded channel, and I was like, yeah, nice try, but that's not going to cut it. And it was the same in, I don't know if you're in Toon's Discord at all.
Yeah, I am, but I haven't been in there today.
Yeah, so Ratzoid's been in there and trying to like defend himself and telling Toon to leave him alone. It's gone too far, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, you're not the victim in this. You don't get to cry foul. Like, apparently he's, I haven't looked at it because fuck his channel right in the ass, but he put up an apology about the picture that he used of Lisbeth, which was just taken from Facebook. It didn't come from Jaron or anywhere else at all, which Jaron was talking about last night. So he's apologized for being wrong for that, but hasn't apologized for anything he fucking said at all.
So here's my thing about the pictures. Like, one, like, you know, it's a Facebook picture. She's wearing a bathing suit. but he covered up the picture with this giant orange box to make it seem like it is her in lingerie and it's obscene and unfitting, even though he
Well,
only says it's half
naked
naked.
is what he's been saying.
Well, he said half naked that I heard, but regardless, half naked still implies topless. It's like one of those things of like he covers up the entire picture except for her neck up to her head and then says that I'm not going to show this. It's a fucking bathing suit.
Yeah.
My daughter
Which is
wears
on
bathing
Facebook,
suits.
so obviously Lisbeth doesn't have a problem with it because it's out
No.
there and it's years old.
Yeah, it was 4 years old or some shit. It's like, dude, somebody sent him an email. He bought it hook, line, and sinker, didn't check his resources because why would he? And now he's stuck fucking going backwards. So, hey, fuck you, bud.
And the greatest irony is like I'm rebranding the channel. I don't want to talk about the flat earth anymore. I'm going to talk about the Bible and biblical cosmology. And it's like, you don't get to talk about the Bible, dipshit, because everything you're doing is the antithesis of what that book tells you to do. You're a lying, deceitful piece of shit. You don't get to preach to other people. For a guy who sat there for months now banging on about Will Duffy, he says lying is okay. That's not okay. He doesn't have diplomatic immunity. He can't do that. And like, what the fuck have you been doing?
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Well, and
Total
you know, and
hypocrite.
here's the thing: it's like, you know, if you go on Ficazzo's channel, and you know, people who make it a point of going after him and targeting him, and you know, clipping up his streams, people like, you know, FTFE, Rachie, when she was doing it, she was ruthless with his stream. Misinformation Agent, another one who's been targeting him and going after him. I mean, he you know, I was talking about earlier, he did one where he wasn't going to debate. He wasn't going to ask. His challenge was just to get him talking about what happens when they leave the cult and stuff like that. And it was a masterclass of patience and getting people on task. And I was impressed with that video. I was impressed with a lot of his, but like Rachie's videos too. Rachie would just rip him. And and it's funny because it's like, dude, you're doing this yourself. And it's like, you want to talk about biblical now, you want to talk about cosmology, and you're a man of God, and you're a perverted version of literal, you know, Christian religion. Sure. Are you going to throw flat earth in there because you're going to quote all these, you know, this one specific translation that says, you know, rakia means firmament, which means, you know, dome, or means, you know, it means that it's flat when it doesn't mean it's flat, or, you know, God forbid, you know, the 200 Bible verses that have all been debunked 200 different times by others, definitely not by me, because I'm not overly religious, and haven't been in some time.
Yeah,
but
okay.
In my heyday, I probably could have gone toe to toe with him, because I actually went to Latin mass when I was growing up a Catholic.
Damn.
So fuck you. That's all I gotta say.
I don't think I've ever been inside a Catholic church. Maybe once.
I will say this. Growing up in Southern California, we have the Spanish missions from when, you know, the missionaries came in and decided to convert all the heathen Native Americans, and you know, through, you know, the Inquisition and torture and all that fun stuff. And all that aside, you know, discount the history of what it was. Beautiful buildings, you know, wood, adobe, you know, domes. My grandparents actually buried in the cemetery attached to one of the missions and stuff like that near San Diego. So definitely one of, I mean, I grew up going there, and I used to go when I stayed with my grandparents, like during the summer. My grandmother went every day. And it was more of a social club. You know, you go to the chapel, you go to the service, and then afterwards everyone goes down to the kitchen, has coffee and donuts and stuff like that. And it was a social event at that point. I mean, I had basically 12 pairs of grandparents, you know, pseudo grandparents, step grandparents, adopted grandparents. And I was the youngest one there. And the Father Rene decided to let's throw it in Latin for a while and see who can keep up. Talk about a brain fuck. God.
Fucked up.
Anyway, yeah, enough about
It's funny though, because like no, it's not. I'm going to keep talking about it, but not. um, the whole religion thing, and we were talking about. I mentioned it last night to Jared and everyone else on the call, but it kind of resonates with what you were just talking about with the church and it being like a social event and kind of a gathering, and it's that sense of community. And I think for a bunch of flatties, they get that. We've certainly got that with the Zoo Crew, who are fucking amazing, and you know the broader sort of global community, and then you've got your friends and stuff out in the real world and work people, blah blah blah. But like from what you're saying, what you got out of going to church and having that experience, I got from a completely different source, which was doing theatre. Like I did that from the age of 5 until my early 20s. And I made friends way back then when I was a kid who I'm still friends with now. Like 2 of them were the co-best men at my ill-fated wedding. And I've known
We all
them
have a couple of
for
those.
over 30 years at this point. But like that sense of the community that comes out of religion, I always find it fascinating. Like I've had that a bunch of different times in different environments, be it through theatre or the friends I made at uni just because we were doing the same course, or when I was coaching a Sunday league soccer team for a couple of years. Like you get really tight with those people. And for me, like Sunday league soccer was going to church, or going to like professional soccer games was going to church. And now, in a sense, like jumping online and streaming is me going to church.
Yeah.
And I'm by no means saying I'm a pastor or leading
No.
the charge in any
No.
way, shape, or form, but it's the same thing. And the problem with the flat Earth church is it's all based on bullshit.
Yep.
Is there's no substance to it whatsoever.
None. And it's about that community now.
Toxic.
It's about that community, and it's about that community now. It's like, you know, it's centered around flat Earth, but they get centered around biblical cosmology, Hanvey's model, calling a dog a cat, you know, fucking farm animals, whatever they want to find a commonality, they can, and they will, and they'll have their community of just toxicity. And you know, when I watched your stream pertaining to Flatzoid, and I heard those things as a parent, especially to a teenage daughter.
Rational arguments that were delivered in a cool, calm demeanor. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But as a parent to a teenager who, you know, values my daughter's self-esteem and stuff like that, I showed it to her as in, hey, this is not normal behavior. If anyone treats you like this, I expect you, A, to put him on his ass, and B, if you're unable to, you find me and I'll put him on his ass. But either way, you're not sticking around.
For sure.
That is not normal. That is not how you should be treated. That's not how anyone should be treated. Fuck off.
Shouldn't be done to anyone.
Yeah.
And I think this little experience with Flats, like my channel's been in a state of flux since the day I posted the first video. My expertise isn't in science by any stretch. I can do the research and find out how stuff works. And I do find that shit interesting. And I'm going to do a bunch of that at some point when I pull my digit out. But I think the debate at this point is moving. I think it needs to move away from debating the arguments, because their arguments are bullshit. They've all been debunked 1,001 times. And there's absolutely no point in platforming them in that manner. So I hope modern day debates don't go back to it, because there is no point. I think the focus now, and Steve from Wormhaven, his video that he put out yesterday about dearth was fucking excellent. Highly recommend everyone go check it out. But I think it's got to focus on the conduct, because the conduct at the moment is absolutely abhorrent from all corners of flat earth, from Dearth, from Sargent, from fucking Ratzoid, Scum, all those guys. Like it's just shit. And I think that's what needs to be highlighted to people, that like I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for believing in flat earth, but I am going to tell you need to look at where you're getting your information, and like think about that critically.
Right.
Ignore, level water or level urine or whatever you measure. Look at the people and what they're saying, and how they treat other people, because that's what you're a part of. And I think that might, like Jaren said, that might be a way better angle to try and pull more people out.
I agree. I agree.
Wake them the fuck up.
Because I mean,
So that's where I'm headed.
well, if you think about it this way, it's like, you have the crazy uncle, right? Who's, who spouts all this conspiracy shit at the holidays or whatever, around the family just kind of writes him off as being crazy. But no one wants to associate with him. And the only time you see him is on holidays because no one can, it's more of a pity party than anything else. Like, all right, we got to invite got to invite Uncle Dave or, what's the male version of Karen? Keith. We have to invite Uncle Keith over to, because it's the
Keith,
holidays. Yeah,
highly
Keith.
fucking suitable.
Yes. So we have to invite Uncle Keith over, for the holidays. And because, we don't want him spending it alone because,
And
but no one
the half
associates
hour
with him
back and
otherwise.
forth of, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
do we really? We
Yeah,
could
it's-
just not tell him.
It's like you walk away from him and like, you tag in your sibling to go, to go stand in for 10 minutes and like, so you can get away from him for, it's a roving cast of characters of people who are running interference at that point. And it's fun. But
Can we have a look? Because he's rebranded his channel and named it after a 3D printer for some reason. But the first thing he's posted, just like the first minute of it, where he's talking about it. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've just watched that and gone, I've fucking heard enough. I can't put up with his voice. But yeah, his whole argument is like, we're going to move to the Bible and biblical cosmology because I don't want to deal with like global nonsense anymore. That was pretty much all he said. And he threw in like, oh, the earth is flat, by the way. Blah, 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 blah. And then PJ piped up and said something like, blah, 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 insert things in my ass. That's what I remember anyway. But just the way he talks about it, it's like so fucking dismissive. Like, just forget that I've been doing this for years and years and years and years, and all the shit I just said it. Every other video underneath this one, we're just going to leave all that behind now and talk about the Bible like he's got any kind of moral high ground or is in a position to speak with authority on it, like he's some sort of scholar, which he's absolutely fucking not. It was just gross. But the first minute of it is just, cringe city.
Is it from
I do
Fear
love
to
it, though.
Friends?
Yeah, that's the fucking dirt fest.
You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and put this on full screen. Let me move this over here. Let me move this to full screen here. And all right. So I'm on that.
The voice,
there we go.
The voice cloning's way better though.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. God damn it. All right. Fuck
Bullshit.
You. All bullshit.
Fuck me indeed. Right near you.
Hey everyone, good to see you. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. This is an
Yeah,
exciting
he's got his
time
bullshit
because we
intro
are
countdown
moving
stuff.
forward in this
Help
channel,
YouTube by answering
and
one
we got
question.
awesome things
Here's your
coming
answer.
up. We are
Yeah,
joined by
fuck
Charles,
YouTube.
PJ, and Janusz. Hope you guys are doing well.
Oh, good, sir. Oh, good, sir. We love the brand. Love it.
I hope you guys do. Yeah, I prayed about it. I was like, what am I gonna be doing the brand on?
He prayed about it, folks.
To me, it was. This is the time you need to keep your lamp burning. You need to keep the oil
Transcript. Need to change captions on
in
it.
your
Nope,
lamps
captions are
to keep it
unavailable.
burning
Brilliant.
because Jesus is about to return.
Tell me how the
Oh, you
monitor is, so I
And
can't hear
I
it.
think a lot of
Oh,
people are
I'm sorry,
letting
hold
their
on.
lamps burn out, especially in
No,
this
it's all right.
time.
I've already heard it, so it's fine.
So
Leave it for
I
everybody
am
else.
going to bring a video out for tomorrow explaining why I'm doing this move to this. Unfortunately, Flatsoid channel is going to move to biblical cosmology and to just biblical stuff now. I don't want to be part of anti-flat earth nonsense anymore. Let's just put it that way. But I'll explain it all. This is the road forward, and I appreciate everybody's support. And I've been praying hard about this, and I do think this is definitely a very important thing to go forward and get people to God before time is up.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
All right. I had enough of that bullshit already.
Yeah. There's a little bit further on, and you don't have to play it, but he talks about the title. He's all like, oh, and another thing about the title, it was supposed to be from Fear to Friends and a list of 7 bullshit points or something. I've got no idea why it says in just 30 days. I know why it says in just 30 days, Ratzoid. Because when you put your title in for your stream, you used TubeBuddy or vidIQ or something, and it's got your 3 AI title suggestions, and you've clicked on one and replaced it because it had a higher score for engagement. So the one that you've got on the video, probably rated in the green rather than the yellow or red. That's why it's there.
I haven't
You
used that yet,
deceitful,
actually, to be
lying
honest with
piece
you.
of shit.
I just come up with my
I
own
do it all the
stupid
time.
ass titles.
I come up with them, and then I get Chat GPT to have a look at them, and it's like, no, you're awesome. It's fine because I just use it to validate myself. And then I'll plug it in, and vidIQ will be like, try this, but it's always shit like that, which
Right.
is like, oh, debunking Potato Man in 30 days. It's like, fuck off.
My bad. Sorry. I know.
It's always
Echo's
there.
back. I fixed it. I saw it. My bad.
Yay!
You know what though? Fine. Fuckzoid can leave Flat Earth because he doesn't want to be part of the anti-Flat Earth hate and everything else, even though he brought it on himself. That's fine because if he honestly thinks that we're going to leave him alone, because now he's talking about biblical cosmology, hey, there's a plenty more atheists out there who will be happy to debunk your bullshit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Who was it? Was it Big Fish? Someone in the chat?
Yeah, I've already
Big Fish.
fixed. Yeah. Yeah, I fixed it.
I am all for a Max versus Flatzoid debate.
Oh, yeah.
On the Bible or biblical cosmology, or get Peter Markley to have a run at him. Abso-fucking-lutely. Dr. J would probably be up for that.
Yep.
Over on Matters Now. He's only got a PhD in this shit. What would he know?
Yeah. What would he fucking know?
Like, it's not making life any better for himself, and he's probably going to lose a fuck ton of subscribers
absolutely.
who are only there to have a dose of the flat Earth echo chamber. They'll probably all run off to fucking Joe Clee or whoever now.
Do you know who I want to see him? Let me phrase that. You know who I want to see go after him and his biblical shit now? Have you ever watched Emma Thorne?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
A woman. B, a very confident woman. C, bending him over a barrel and pegging him with all his stupid arguments is just going to be fun to watch. Watching her verbally peg him and just sit there like, I can't do anything about it because if I say anything mean, they're all going to leave me again. It's going to be fucking hilarious. I'm going to shoot her off an email actually tonight to be like, hey, this idiot was flat earther. Now he wants to talk about biblical. Oh, and by the way, he talked a whole bunch of shit about women as a whole, especially one in particular from a flat earth. And wonder maybe if you might want to take a look at it.
What's his new bullshit channel called?
Well, it's still under Flatzoid Perspective, but it's C Reality.
Reality.
Yes, Cigna. He will definitely take it. Emma Thorne is awesome. She is probably one of my favorite people, because her voice and her mannerisms are so disarming, and then she drops an F-bomb in the middle of something, and you can't help but laugh. I think the last video I watched of hers, I'm behind, was some wannabe alpha cowboy giving dating advice, and I was practically pissing myself laughing every time she stopped it because she's like, "You're obviously not married. This has worked wonders for you, isn't it?" So yeah. I actually sent that over to some female friends of mine and had them watch it, and they're like, "I don't know who it was, but I'm subscribed now." So,
so here's some funny shit. I've gone to Social Blade and just put in Creality or C Reality or C Ratality. Let's go with that. We won't go with that. It's fucking hard to say. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 channels that have Creality in the title. And then there's a load more button. I'm not going to count them all up, but there's fucking more of them. There's Creality AU. So there's someone doing it over here with 135 subscribers, which is interesting. But yeah, in terms of rebranding his channel, he's kind of fucked up because no one's going to find it because there's a bunch of big ones that are going to
Good.
pop up before
Good.
his bullshit does. And then if we go and have a look at
Well, and
this,
because he
just wanna-
chose the fucking brand name of a 3D printer. What the fuck did he expect is going to happen?
yeah, it's great. And yet, he's picked up 10 subs today.
10 sock accounts, probably.
Yeah, they're probably his.
What's he up to now?
Or they're people who follow all the other Creality channels.
Yeah.
Or seriality, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they're like, oh, another one. And they're in for a rude shock.
Oh, God. That would be hilarious.
But yeah, I can't see that trend continuing for too long. So I'll be keeping an eye on the social blade and we'll see how good old fucking Ratzoid does with his new venture, and hopefully just watch it tank in the ass.
You know what, though? But I mean,
all keep growing.
And this is something that Misinformation and I were talking about today, about whether or not, like, when I consider a flat earth, I consider it a tree, right? There's different branches. You have the Oakley branch, the, I'm an asshole branch over here. You have the misogynistic, lying branch over here with ratzoid and twatzoid. Then you have, a couple other branches that are out there. You have the Dave grifting branch and, all these other branches. And it's like, it's time for some pruning. So now that the lying branch is, is dead as a doornail, it's like, I celebrate that it's gone, but I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid and convinced that it is gone, because when he tries this out and he realizes his money stream isn't there, how long before he goes back to flat earth where the money stream was? Or does he try another grift? It's I don't see it as being dead. I see it as in a pause. And if he doesn't come back to it for a year, then you know what? Hey, I'll write that off as completely dead as a doornail and not have to worry about it. But I don't, until he gets his footing on the religious aspect of it, he can pray on it all he wants. I don't think he actually heard anything. I think the problem is that he's going to be talking to himself and realize that his grift is over with, and he needs to find either a new grift or go back to the old one.
I mean, the God he prays to doesn't back any of his bullshit, from my understanding. So I don't know who he's praying to, but it's not a higher power, and I'd wager it'd be a far lower one. Because as we know, Flat Earth God is weak as piss. He's kind of useless.
He makes terrariums, and that's it.
Yes.
And doesn't give anyone knowledge about anything about.
He's one of these. Flat Earth God, you walk into their house and there's like 400 cats and a whole shit ton of those little succulent plants everywhere.
Right.
That's
right. And it's hot as fuck in there because there's no, because it's like a greenhouse.
No ventilation.
Right.
At
Smells
all,
like it smells like cat piss.
Dust.
Right.
Cheeto dust all over the place.
Here's the thing: if we're in a firmament,
and that's not a slight against our friends who are cat owners like Megan and such.
No. We're talking about cat hoarders. There's a difference.
You get what I'm saying? Yes, very much a difference.
Here's the thing, though: with all the cows and all the cats and all
the
go ahead.
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say, with all the cats and all the cows and all the natural flatulence that goes on from frat parties and 10-hour streams and stuff like that. It's amazing that we have fresh air here at all, because, in a firmament, all that industrial waste. I mean, who cleans the dome? I mean, is there a job for that? I mean, do you get up there and, with your squeegee and, how come no one can see you? And, since the Industrial Revolution, that's a lot of shit to put up there. But, and it would probably smell like a cat box.
That's why Jesus hasn't come back yet. So he went back to heaven and God was like, yeah, look, while you're here and while you're back, we're going to send you back. But first, clean this shit.
Yeah.
Because this is a disgrace and I can't be arsed and I'm not strong enough to do it. So if you can just get some buddies and these squeegees and this bucket and just clean. And once it's clean, then you can go back and rapture everybody. He's not done yet. That's the problem. But according to Ratzoid, coming back soon. So we've all got that to look forward to. Speaking of Ratzoid, CK sent me the clip of his post. And this is just fucking amazing. Amazing. This is from Creality 9 hours ago. And I'll do it in my shitty South African accent just for accuracy, because I don't want to mispronounce anything.
Right.
Which I absolutely will. So it seems that picture of Lisbeth last night that I showed first is claimed not to have been on his live stream. Seems I said it was. I apologize if wrong about that. Note, I did show the live stream later. And note, McToon has been contacted and McKeegan to let me defend myself. They refuse. The statement I made was an off-the-cuff statement, and they left it at that. They are pushing this out of proportion and making a defamation of character case here. Be sure to know the fact they refused to talk to me to defend myself shows their intentions. I have no issues with Lisbeth and have stated many times I don't know much about her. So if I had said something that whatever is not true, I apologize. What I won't apologize for is standing up to these psychopathic, obsessed stalkers. Good day, much blessings. So he sort of apologized, but mostly hasn't.
So I'm sorry if I said
and it's
anything
just
that wasn't
bullshit.
true. Like calling her the village bicycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you
Basically
can't
calling her a
blanket
prostitute.
apologize.
Yeah. I'm sorry if it's not true.
If I'd said
But if it is
something
true, I'm not
that whatever
apologizing.
is not true, he doesn't apologize, he apologies.
Yeah.
So if
totally.
I'd said something that whatever is not true, I apologize. What about apologizing to Elizabeth directly for insinuating that she's a prostitute? What about apologizing to her for saying something so vile and disgusting and expressing some form of regret for the content of what he said, not just because it wasn't accurate? Like,
Right.
there's a difference between a fucking lie and being inaccurate. What about apologizing to her family who have probably seen and heard this bullshit? And what about apologizing to everybody else who went on the trip to Antarctica that you fucking insinuated was all up in that? Like, that's what you need to apologize for.
Yep.
And he hasn't done it.
Nope.
While simultaneously starting or rebranding his channel and focusing on the Bible. Like, if your aim is to get people to run a fucking mile from religion and the Bible and God, you're doing a bang up job.
Yep.
Right, Zoe?
Well, you know what? Think of it this way. It's if he frames it in the fault of man, the imperfect, man is imperfect, and his journey towards attaining perfection, and his journey through reading the Bible and adhering to all the lessons. Hey, you know what? Great. I hope that's the case. I'm not holding my breath. I know what's going to happen. He's going to continue the same vitriol, bullshit, personal attacks with anyone who doesn't agree with him, and I'm going to be there for it because, fuck, it's funny, and he's such an easy target. It writes itself. It really does. It's funny.
Well,
I really like this setup now because I can look this way at my other monitor, and it looks like I'm looking at you.
Nice. I need to figure out what direction I need to flip all my cameras. And I noticed that when I was talking to Dave, because I'm looking at the screen and looking at him, and I'm off the screen. Everything else. So that's what I'll be doing this afternoon, fixing all that up. I think the problem Ratzoid's going to have is the same problem Jaren's had. That as much as you might want to get away from flat Earth, it's all people in your chat are going to be asking about and talking about. You're not getting away from it. It's going to keep coming up. And no matter how far he tries to distance himself from it, he can't. That's what he's known for. That's who he is, and he's tarred with that brush. He's not going to escape it.
Yeah, it's not water soluble paint. It's he's tarred himself, tarred and feathered like the little bullshit chicken shit that he is. And the idea that he thinks that it's okay to talk that way. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
all right, let me switch scenes here. All right, let me see. I'm going to shrink this box. I'm going to go to IC Spin real quick. IC Spin sent me a video. Yeah. I wasn't really in the talking mood or video mood. They saw me popping like, oh shit, CC's here. I'm like, nope, no video tonight. Don't worry about it. You're okay. All right, let's go here to full screen and let's hear what Emma has to say while the dog is pawing me.
What she means, I love you, and I want to. What she says,
Okay, sorry.
I hate you. What she means, I love you, and I want to fuck you. When a woman says this to you or any other man, it's an open invitation to butt fuck her and blow your load in her face, which is exactly what she wants. It is not. I can't express this clearly enough. If a woman says, I hate you, that is not an open invitation to engage in anal sex, and if you assume that it is, you will end up in prison.
Oh, God, I love Emma. She is a riot. I don't know if that came through on you. Probably not. I'll send you that link. Let's go over here. Look at this. Emma is a riot, and she's absolutely right. If she says, I hate you, no means no. And if you proceed to do something otherwise, that's how you end up in prison. And you're the one getting ass raped, and enjoy it. And hopefully you don't. Anyway, yeah, Emma Thorne is probably one of my favorite content creators just because she's just gives a fuck about anything. Like, she's like, this is my opinion. And her opinions sound logically. Like, I don't think I've ever sat there and said, nah, you're full of shit. No, you're wrong, or anything like that. There's a couple times where I'm like, I don't know if I go that far, but, you know, I can see where she's coming from. Of course, I have a penis. She doesn't. We have two very different outlooks. That doesn't make one better than the other. It means we have two very different outlooks and experiences in our lives from the world. That's what that means. And people like Emma actually helped me become, I see it as helped me become a better father, because I have a teenager who's very opinionated, who's very outgoing, and very much is given permission to speak her mind. And she sees someone like Emma who does it, and she's like, okay, this is how I want to be. This is someone for me to look up to. This is, I don't have to, you know, mix my words. I don't have to be polite. I don't have to, like, she's still polite while she's swearing. And
yeah, and you don't have to fit into that box of like, this is what's expected of the
exactly
female of the species, because those expectations are bullshit.
Yep, absolutely. And it's I enjoy it. It's been great. She's one of my favorite content creators. I've watched her, I don't know, going on 3 years now, and 2 years now, and she is a rip. Her versus Kent Hovind is something else. Yes. Yes. Big Fish. I agree. She's my future ex-wife. She just doesn't know it yet.
You misspelled Kent, Megan.
Yes, it's with a
Pretty
U.
sure it's C-U-N-T.
Yes. It's yes. We forgive Megan because you know, it's probably the translation between her regions and ours. She probably lives right down the road. Anyway,
They're impossible.
So yeah, I mean, Flatsoid, Balin, great. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm not buying into it yet because I can't. It's just, I call me a cynic. I've seen too many people.
You're a cynic. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So I've seen too many people do the, you know, do the, I'm going to stop doing this shit just to turn around and go back to doing it. I mean, it could be the corporate world. It could be individuals. It could be people of religion. It could be people of atheists. It could be, look, this is his income. When he realizes his income's going to suck, then, you know, hey, but here's the plus side. If he gives up flat earth because they bitch about the fact that they all lost their jobs because of flat earth and they go to a biblical cosmology, maybe he's employable. Oh, what did Misinformation send me? Hold on. Wait, no, go ahead. You can talk. Go ahead, fill in.
Or maybe like switch tacks, go to biblical cosmology, and he'll fuck up that whole community and rob them of any residual credibility as well. That's a plus, because that's pretty much his legacy with the flatties now. That he's a lying, deceitful, dishonest piece of shit, and don't need to be there. What do you mean? What's up with my audio? What's going on?
Oh, it might be it might have been where the scenes I was in. Hold on a second. Yeah, desktop audio. I have desktop audio, and then I have to turn off because I have a Discord capture, and then I have a desktop audio capture because I had them separated. And when I rebuilt
Gotcha.
my scenes, I fucked up and didn't eliminate one or two of them. Let's see what.
Just gonna
Wait.
check
Oh,
my
here it is.
settings again.
So this is something that Misinformation Agent sent with me, and I was laughing because it's funny and it's fitting. And please work. Yes, please work. All right, so here we go. We have this here. Let me go to full screen. And
He got too much over the last few days, and he's burying his head in sand because he's a piece of shit. On the Flip Wiki. Nice.
yeah, unemployable. Maybe he will be employable now. Dude, I don't know how. Look, I somehow lined this up fucking perfectly because I just took a guess of where to
Yeah.
shoot my window, and holy shit, that's funny.
Crushed it.
Yeah. Thank you, IC
Crushed it,
Spin, for
fire.
putting Emma Thorne up there. I highly recommend a subscribe and watching her. She's highly entertaining, wicked smart, and also just a genuine person and funny as fuck. I mean,
Get
yeah.
over there, subscribe, tell her Unfornicated sent you. She'll know what it means.
Yeah, she'll probably think I'm an incel who's never been laid like Max did that one time and did me dirty. But that's okay. You know, look, not everyone knows I'm here, but I'm going to get there
We're working on it.
eventually. I'm working on it. If I can figure out how to stream without audio problems, I guess I mean, that might be a step in the right direction. But it's watching Mike fuck up his audio last night, and then I mean, you and me both have audio problems. It seems like every other stream or something. So, but
Yeah.
you know what the good news is every stream allows us a chance to try again.
They're coming again. It's not me.
Let's see. I can remove this one. All right. So let's see. Let's remove that. So I have a
Echo.
Discord.
Echo.
Okay. Nope. Desktop audio. There it goes. See, I fucking. Yeah.
I turned off.
No,
all the
it's me
stuff
because
that,
I have an app for Discord, an app capture to have Discord, because I also use the Discord window. That's how I kind of married them. And I changed the audio to go to my headphones off of my Wave XLR. And the problem is my
Gotcha.
Wave XLR used to be different from my desktop audio until I did a Windows update, and now it's the same. So it's like, well, fuck. If you're going to separate them, keep them separated. Don't go
Windows-
making my life easy.
Windows updates have been fucking things up in OBS and, well, not even OBS, in the NVIDIA stuff for months. Months, and it's still in my head. But I've turned off all the like echo cancellation shit in Discord because it all happens like pre-outage.
Yeah,
With
the
the mic
NVIDIA
stuff, so-
broadcast changed my world on that one.
Oh, it's so good, so much easier.
Dude, I know
And doing all the audio processing on the GPU was like, oh, for me.
I have
anyway.
a bare wall behind me. I
Fucking
don't even have my
ancient.
green screen up anymore. Like, the only reason why I
Yeah.
have my green screen is because when I finally put my wood slats up on the wall and I have those back there for a backdrop, if I want to change it to go back to a brick thing, I can just reach in and pull it up real quick, and all of a sudden now I'm back to, brick if I want to do that, and I can put it down real quick or whatnot. So,
Oh, that reminds me. I haven't even same. So I've got a green screen behind me that I folded up earlier, and it's been kind of fine. I can just do that. Now it's down again, and it's making absolutely no difference, and I probably don't need it.
NVIDIA has a very powerful, cool tool. If you are doing any recording or doing any streaming or anything else like that, I highly recommend that you get the NVIDIA broadcast app, especially if you have an RTX card.
Yeah,
You could be, and that includes an RTX 3, like you have.
I'm using 3050, and it's not great, but it's fine. And I'm running it in a small form factor. Let's get nerdy and weird. Running it in a small form factor case, so and
It's at the ITX.
It's limited by but it's limited by the the PCIe slot isn't maxing out what it can do, and it's not transmitting as much.
Right.
So when I get a new box with new processors and stuff, I can drop those 3050s in, and they should be sweet, and I can run them with the external power as well.
Holy shit, look who's awake and functioning. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's alive!
It's alive! We have Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show, who is awake and, well, shit. How you feeling, Mike? I'm not going to say you're alive and well, but I'm going to say you're alive. Today was rough, but I'm good now. Oh, shit. How late did you sleep, bud? Because I'm guessing Jess had to cover for Grayson while you were sleeping the morning away. She let you sleep in. See, we love Jess, and
the best.
She's an absolute sweetheart, and way too good for you. No, I'm kidding. I got to sleep in this morning too, but I didn't go to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning like you fucks. I went to bed around 2:30, something like that, before the EMF stuff came out.
Bedtime. Very normal bedtime.
Yeah,
like
but
10:30, just snuggled up. That's great.
Yeah, it was nice for you. That 15 hours makes a difference, but it's already Sunday afternoon there. Jaron had to do a Zoom with Dave McKeegan at noon Pacific. Oh, I bet he was doing rough.
Yeah.
I
don't know if it was it with McKeegan, Shifty? I think it was with like some of the other folks that were talking about the moon landing debunks. I don't think McKeegan was in there. Wasn't going to be.
Jaron woke up 15 minutes before to drop everyone the link. Oh God.
Damn.
Oh, that sounds
Shifty,
rough.
you're in a much better spot to know that than I am. So yeah, Keegan was there. Cool. I'm so pumped for that moon landing little series they want to do. That's going to be so fucking cool.
What's that?
Just to see the outcome. So Jaron and McKeegan, Jaron goes off and gets like his best evidence that the moon landing was faked. And McKeegan will try to debunk that, and then McKeegan gets his best evidence for it being real. And they'll just talk about it.
I got to drop a note to McKeegan then, because I have the one that's going to be not debunkable because the radio guys in Louisville could not hear Houston.
Take him up. I know he's in my Discord. He's probably in everybody's Discord.
He's not. Oh, I don't have a Discord. I need to remake a Discord. Hey, Mike, do you want to pop up on screen here? I can make another thing here and bridge us all on if you want to talk, or do you want to just sit and listen and have us echo in your head with all that throbbing blood sounds?
Yeah, it's the one thing you haven't done in the last 24 hours. Mike is talk enough.
Yeah, but Mike's like us; he can always talk.
Fucking
so
lazy. Yeah. I can talk underwater.
You know what?
DP has a Discord. DP does have a Discord. Link is available on my YouTube profile page thingy. What's it?
Mike, you can even join on your phone while you're laying on the couch still.
Aren't you?
You'll hop in? All right, cool. Let me I tell you what, let's move this over real quick to Mike, do you want to move over to your Discord where the voice channel is?
I can see my Discord. You monster.
Or do you have a fucking voice channel now? No.
Do I? No, I need to set one up, but I will be setting one up. I had a poll. There was a poll, and the poll voted, yeah, we want a voice channel. So fuck yeah, we're gonna have a voice channel.
All right, let's
I will get
oh,
that
actually,
happening
can we
today,
just
this afternoon.
can we add somebody to this? Hold on.
I'm gonna
It's just a I think
say
it's just a
yes.
one-on-one call, right? Oh, you called me, so maybe you can.
Let's say I can add friends. Bloop. Bloop.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's good.
Hey, hold on. Let me get to over here.
Big bang. Look at this.
Hello.
Mike,
Oh,
you're talking awfully
there we go.
quiet.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Sorry.
like,
And he's developed a smoker's cough.
that was my bad. I had your volume turned all the way down for because the Go XLR. It does
It's
that.
all right.
How's everybody doing? How you guys doing?
Great,
we're
man.
doing wonderful.
Beautiful.
Let's just do this. There we go.
Angry little man.
I'm trying to show. Why does it keep me in here? I show my own camera. I turned it off.
Hide it.
You know
Let
what?
me
Fuck it. I don't care anymore. There he is.
Just disable your video.
There's me. I'm on my
Okay.
this is my gaming computer that I'm on, so it's all I don't have the
Nice.
my back.
Hi, Jess.
ADP. Look in the background. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
She's like,
She's
I'm drinking
rating it, right?
alcohol because I don't want to listen to you nerd fucks over there.
0 shits given. I love it. I couldn't love it more. Hi, Mike, can you just count to 10?
1. Ow.
Is it just a general hour or 10 to 10 hurt your brain?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I can count it.
No one told me there was going to be a fucking test.
Yeah, hold up. I gotta take my. I've been. I've gone through like 4 of these pictures today. So, but I had some liquid IV on hand, so I'm nice and hydrated today.
Excellent.
Which I'm
Hydration.
happy that I did that.
Is very, very important. I did a back in the old Twitchy Poo days. I did a 12-hour stream of Football Manager. It's just me playing a giant spreadsheet simulator for 12 fucking hours, and that was nothing compared to what you put yourself through yesterday, man.
I mean,
It is,
I
as
mean,
we
I'm
say in the lane, was like a very impressive innings. It's a cricket reference.
Yes.
well, I'm getting ready for. I'm getting myself ready for my membership drive that I'm going to be doing once I hit 2,000 subs. So.
Oh
Training
yeah.
session.
You wanted
I like
you wanted
it.
us to give you a hand with that, right?
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course I'm gonna have you guys on and maybe I mean Jaren's cool as hell. I mean, he joined in at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday or this morning. So I know he's game.
That was cool. Nice.
So
Probably
so
get
the funny
Melodome
thing,
as well. Melodome would be cool.
Yeah,
yeah, Melodome too. Yeah. So funny thing is like I popped back in right before you killed the stream by hitting the button in the closet when you're getting your ghost stuff out because you guys were talking about EMF. Or I'm sorry, you had killed the stream, hadn't realized it yet. Everyone was talking on Discord. I was in Discord. You're showing an EMF, then you started the stream again, and I'm like, I'm putting on Range 4 sounds because I can't listen to nerd stuff. It's going to keep me up all night. I'm going to want to join in. And I think the funniest thing is when I joined the video thing, and I think it was Pat in the chat, and DP's like, "Oh shit, CC's here." I'm like, no video tonight. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, I knew you'd been sick. I definitely didn't simp for CC yesterday. I deny all accountability for that.
I had the sexy, creepy Kermit voice for about 3 days, and
nice.
it was it's been an ugly 2 weeks. I wish I still didn't have my tonsils. Put it that way.
So I guess it's my turn next because Mike's been sick, you've been sick, so I'm just gonna get like fucking plague.
Yeah, but I
or
didn't
something
stream
next
when I
week.
was
That's
sick, so I didn't give you any
what we
virtual
did.
germs like Mike gave us.
Yeah,
That's
I
true,
gave you.
yeah.
I purposely did that. I was like, how can I fuck up their days?
Yeah,
Gave us you gave Dan an STD, a streamy transmitted disease.
Mike, actually, so in my boredom today
Oh, yeah,
of
show him stuff.
fixing OBS, look in the chat here. I made
I'll be back. I just got to get coffee.
Yep.
Sorry.
I made a thing.
All right, let me
So-
hold on, let me put my camera back on here.
Actually, here, yeah, where are you at is what you're looking at here. Wait, let me go to Discord. Okay. Here, I'll just send the link here. So I made a couple designs, and very proud of this of the descriptions.
This is great. Oh, it's fantastic.
So we have the men's and women's cognitive condom t-shirts. We have the Trust Me Bro hoodie, and we have the unfornicated caffeine cannon, which I think is what you're in need of right about now.
No, it's fantastic. I love it. I love the design.
I am more proud of the descriptions than I am the design.
Spread the truth, or at least the memes. Delightful. Yeah. This is the acronym STD shines like a beacon of questionable knowledge. Conspiracy carousel, a whimsical assortment of everyone's favorite alternative facts swirls around the center. I love it. That's good.
Yeah, but read the ones in there and see if there's one that maybe doesn't fit with the others. Here, I'll let everyone else kind of look at it too over here. And let me go back one. Yeah, one of these is a little out of place, and there'll be a video on that. Or I can't even talk about it now because it's actually going to be a video short, so it makes it even better.
Hold on. 5G mind control.
I see spin. I did see the CC pigeon. I was laughing because one, I saw the pigeon, and then I saw the sparrow, and I was the first to say sword in the stone, and then I thought everyone else missed it. Show non-video. Oh, now that these guys are, yeah, you're thank you, Tori, you're right, because now that because Mike is on video anymore, but
I'm on a video. Well, I mean,
yeah.
but you don't have to show me right now.
Yeah, well, no,
If
but I
you're
mean, we'll
showing
just
content.
so yeah, so one of these is not like the others, and kind of sticks out a little bit if you know anything about the conspiracies on social media.
I mean, they all seem pretty good. Denver International Airport. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know?
What that's about.
Oh, that one's fun. It's the U.S. headquarters for the Illuminati, proof of the flat Earth, and somebody else help me out. There's like 3 or 4 conspiracies with that alone. Oh, the horse outside has devil eyes because they're red lasers, and yeah, there's that. The Denver International Airport is a whole thing.
Let's see. Moon landing hoax. Nibiru cataclysm.
You know that one, right?
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Nibiru cataclysm is that there are other planets in the solar system, and when they take pictures of the clouds, they can see these planets that are like the size of Jupiter, and we're right next to it. But you can't see them anywhere else. Only in pictures and cameras.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. I would just call that glare, but whatever.
Yeah, you and everybody else would call that glare and flare and everything else. Or clouds.
The Great Reset, UFO and aliens, mud flood, yeah, Freemasons. Oh yeah.
Gotta have the Freemasons and the Illuminati.
Oh, of course. Mandela effect, very good. Reptilian overlords, as you do. Tartaria. Jet fuel hoax. Is that what is the jet fuel hoax? Is that like it because I always see memes saying that like, oh, there's no way that like this many gallons of jet fuel
Yeah,
can fit into these planes.
Yeah, all that gas can't fit in the planes, and what happens is they just need gas to take off and land. Otherwise, they use the free electricity in the atmosphere to power the engines to get from point A to point B.
Gotcha.
Now, my debunk to this is, then why does military planes have external fuel cans and that would limit their maneuverability and their effectiveness if they just got electricity from the air?
I have an answer for that.
Oh, please.
Because nuh-uh.
Oh, right.
No, that works.
You cannot. How can he argue with that? But which one's supposed to be popping out at me?
The one straight in the middle, North Dakota crash. Now,
oh yeah, I was gonna have a question about that too.
Okay, so those who have heard the spiel before, shut the fuck up. Those who haven't heard the spiel before, and chat especially, how many of you have heard of the North Dakota crash? And how many of you haven't? So press 1 if you have. Don't press anything if you haven't, or press 2 if you haven't.
You should pop open the Discord.
Yeah. Failed to start camera.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, now, hold on. What I need to do is I need to make a quick screenshot.
Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, there it is. All right.
Hold on. Wait, I need to make a quick snip of this because in the event that I have 2 people on, I need to line this up because I got fucking lucky as hell. What? Come on.
Template.
Thank you. Okay. 2, but I'm not in the USA from Big Fish. 2s. What the fuck is a North Dakota crash? Okay. So, okay. A little conspiracy history for everybody here. 2016, Chapman University did a interview of people who were of, let's say, a conspiratorial mindset. What they did is they asked them about 9 different conspiracies about whether or not the government may be hiding information about these 9 items. And this is going to be a short that I was going to do, so I'm still going to do it. And in those, they asked Barack Obama's birth certificate, the death of Judge Scalia, 9/11. Fuck me. Anyway, they had all these other ones like the moon landing, JFK assassination, blah 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 blah. Now, it'd be about what you expected. It was about 50% believed in that the government was hiding information regarding Obama, JFK assassination. 25% was the moon landing. And the last thing they asked was the North Dakota crash. It had 33% people. So more people believed that the government was hiding information for a North Dakota crash at 33% than they believed the moon landing was faked at 25%. The interesting thing was, if you're hearing me talk about this, if you stop to ask the question of what the fuck is the North Dakota crash, and if you stopped and have actually pulled up an internet window to look up North Dakota crash, you're a skeptic. If you didn't and you said yes, you are a conspiracy theorist, because that whole thing, the North Dakota crash, was created specifically for this survey that was done. Completely made up.
Nice.
33% people said, well, fuck, I haven't heard of it, so it must be hiding something from it.
Interesting.
And
yeah, these social experiments are fantastic.
Welcome to social engineering and social experimentation. But I find that hugely fascinating, because what the fuck are you answering yes for if you don't know anything about it? Like, what in your mind is like, yep, I don't know anything about it, so you're hiding?
You said yes. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
So
I'm thinking I'll make this my thing, because then I can just like sit here and like record some plates of this, and then I never have to sit in front of the camera again. It can just be.
Yeah.
I can
Well,
use
that's
it
like
B-roll.
Cyber Waffle does that. He has the he has the
Yeah.
mask, right? The glasses, and he's like, "Fuck you! I don't need
Creepy.
you to show my face."
Yeah, creepy horseman
stream
does
is like-
that too.
Bunch more hotkeys and stuff. It's like, oh, be angry, and I'll be like, rah.
Oh, hey,
Like,
Mike, you want me to
laugh.
grab you one?
What?
Red Stripe?
No,
No.
dear God, I didn't realize I went through that entire.
just
box
threw up
of
in his mouth.
Trulies.
No, it wasn't the Trulies that
Holy.
did you in, Mike. It was the if
the chuggies.
CK or if I see spin or if CK wins, I have to down the rest of this bottle of Jack.
Mm.
That was the downfall of your night.
Yeah.
The Trulies just pushed you
Yeah.
further down, but that one is the one that started the slide.
I regretted that so much. Like, because for some reason I was like, no one ever, if they start at the top or ahead, they never win. Like I've never seen that happen.
Yum.
So I was like, I'll bet my liver on that. Stupid.
Yeah, fuck
Uh,
it. You got two of them? No, wait.
No, it does heal itself though.
Yeah.
Eventually. At our age, it's going to be about 2 or 3 days of a lot of water, but it'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
just gonna ruin
because
something for every. Sorry.
I'll say so. I see spin. Was it your win or was it CK's win? No, wait. I beat CK, so she didn't have to. So you didn't have to. But then CK
Right.
threw it at the end to make sure that IC spin won to make sure that Mike had to chug. Is that right? I think that's right.
Yeah, this the next game. Yeah, it was the next game that whoever was ahead. Oh fuck yeah, Foxworth. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
awesome,
okay.
Foxworth. Oh, by the way,
Yeah, I felt dick all day in the parking lot of the bathroom. So
let me just let me hijack my own screen for 30 seconds. Foxworth, thank you very much for doing that animation for me very much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to use it in the basic sense, but I think I'm going to transfer to another direction. I don't know yet. I had a I showed this on one of DP stream. Actually, let me pull it up. It's so Mike, you know the fornicating finger gesture where you make the okay sign with one hand and you stick your finger in the other hand and and you stick your finger from the other hand in and out of
Did
it.
he-
Yep, there you go. So I was gonna
Did
do
he make
that.
it work? Did he get it?
You got it. So I was gonna do that as like cartoon hands that is like painted as graffiti on a wall
yeah.
with like a squeaky noise. And then I was gonna have a wrecking ball come in and wreck it, and then behind it have the unfornicated logo. So fornicating, unfornicated.
Nice.
That was gonna be like
Yo,
my
I
whole
like it.
intro. And Foxworth was nice enough to animate that for me in a way that was quickly and accessible. The issue is that shortly after we sent it, one, I was a dick and forgot to say thank you. So I'm taking the effort to do it now because I think it was about 3 weeks ago. And two, Foxworth, I apologize. My communication skills suck because I have ADHD and I can never remember what the fuck I'm doing on any given day. And two, I think I may have transferred over to something else entirely. I don't know yet. I'm still I'm winging it because I had audio problems again tonight. So
Does that mean, hey, Foxworth, hit me up? Because if you can help me get the Kool-Aid Man Juice Box King happening, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
DP and I are not allowed on the same stream without supervision because he made a comment
Yeah,
about the
no,
Kool-Aid
it'd be
Man. And I'm
terrible.
like, you got to have the King Miko breaking through a wall like the Kool-Aid Man with the King, the King Juice Box. You can't
So
say,
as he
oh
busts
yeah,
through,
though.
it's like, boom, sodomy.
Sodomy.
So yeah.
I just want to ruin this for everybody. I've been sitting here sipping my coffee like this.
Well,
I can't drink through the mask.
I do appreciate the mug that's showing us though, because you have the captain facing this way.
Fuck yeah, Captain America.
Yeah.
All right.
But the green screen ate
Um,
it. Sorry.
So
I gotta get this thing
so
off.
I
I'm sweating
actually
balls.
I didn't know if Andy was gonna be on tonight, but I'm gonna be hopping over to Mike over IP, and we're gonna be selling some drugs tonight.
Ooh, what time's that? In about 15 minutes?
Whenever I make my my thumbnail.
What are we doing? What's happening? What's
And some
happening? What's going
coffee. Schedule 1 is going to be
yeah.
over on Mike over IP, and I think that's something we all need to watch.
Yeah, but I don't
on?
want to.
Ooh.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to commandeer that.
Fuck
I
this
don't want to
shit.
commandeer your shit. No,
Dude,
no.
my
How
shit's-
long have you been on?
Dude, my shit's been going downhill. We've been just yammering about bullshit. I was talking about Flatsoid and his rebranding, and
Yeah.
the fact that Flat Earth seems to be MIA, and we're gonna have to start putting pictures on milk cartons and shit like that because there's not a whole lot of targets anymore. Because I think they finally realized that they are arguing from a point of well, stupidity. So,
Yeah.
with that being the case, I guess we're gonna have to move on to other things, which is why that's why the STD sweatshirt was made, because I got so much other material to go off of now, and I'm sure the three of us
That's
will
what
probably
you're
be-
doing on your channel.
Yeah. What are
My channel is going to become all porn all the time.
well? Here's the difference, though.
Nice.
When I do porn, I'm gonna be in it. Unlike you with the midget porn, no one's gonna be watching it. You're gonna have to get other people of normal size.
Hey, the payouts on my OnlyFans suggest otherwise, sir.
Let's go.
People love that shit. Hey, can I debut something for the first time? My new character
Yeah.
concept.
Yes.
I haven't finalized it yet, but I can exclusively reveal for the first time in history
Ooh.
a flat Earth model,
Oh,
Really?
and
Okay.
it works.
hold on,
Like,
wait. Pause.
Everything.
Everyone,
works.
buckle
I
up.
was trying to come up with a way to debunk it because that's
Right. That's
Yeah,
how
it's
it
great.
starts.
We're all here.
You start with you start a conclusion and then you start with a conclusion.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And
Everyone, buckle up.
And it turns out it actually works. So if you're ready, here it is.
Whoa.
That
No
That
way.
works.
So
Wait, can a boat float on that water on the gravy?
a cruise ship can float on
A
gravy.
cruise ship? No
in
way,
this.
dude.
okay,
You can put
dude.
a lid
I
on
want.
it and it'll contain all the air.
Dude, we need to stop this stream right now.
Yeah, I need
you,
KFC.
I'm sorry to everybody, the whole debunking
Dude, I'm like
community,
starving now.
because
I need
just-
KFC, some mashed
this
potatoes,
up.
some fucking
Right.
strips.
The cruise ship.
I don't know what it is. Is it the color
Look,
scheme
I'll use
or
my
the
dick.
font that
I'll
they
use my
use?
dick
But the
in the
second
gravy
you
as a
see
cruise
this, the second you see that, you're like, "Fuck me! I've got to eat some
Yeah, I know,
shitty,
that
disgusting,
is-
and greasy, fattening, cancer-causing fried chicken right the fuck now."
Thank you for the subliminal messages, you asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Fuck
No.
you. Colonel
Hey, by the
Sanders.
way, do you see the irony, DP? You're holding a KFC bucket, but you're wearing a Ducks jersey.
That's
that
like
like
the
the Mighty
deluxe
Duck?
KFC when you
Deluxe
get your fried duck.
KFC duck foie gras. Foie gras.
Colonel Sanders just like, eat this fucking grain, you son of a bitch.
Oh God.
Whack, whack.
Oh God. All right.
There we go.
Yeah. No. I mean, I covered what I wanted to cover. It was more or
And
less.
that's the stream.
Yeah, that's the stream, everybody. Thanks for coming.
That's the stream.
No, it was one of those things I wanted to talk about Flatsoid and the fact everyone's missing. I originally was going to have not only DP on, but and obviously you showed up, which is great. I was going to have Misinformation Agent on also, but I can't fucking tell time with time zones, even with the tool
Yeah.
that DP was nice enough to make for us. Because I still can't fucking see that far in the future. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like being next to a black hole. Well, I guess being next to the
Yeah,
floor
that's
makes
fair.
you
Well,
next to a
he's
black
been-
hole.
Well, he's been trying to get me to do a collab with him too, but it's like the timing just like it just doesn't work out.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I got up. I set my
Been
alarm.
dying for weeks.
I set the alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning because he was going to be streaming, and I jumped on. And I immediately fell back asleep. Then I woke up at 6 when my alarm went off again. I was on chatting for about 15, 20 minutes. I was getting ready to take my daughter to school. Then I started going to school, and obviously fuck all happened because I live out in the middle of the boonies going to my daughter's school. So I dropped service like 3 or 4 times. I finally get home, and it's like, all right, well, that's been fun. See y'all later. And it's like, fuck you. It's like, thanks for nothing. I wanted to join. But I mean, I got a few things in and you know, got to hang out. But yeah, you and me being on the same time zone, very easy, Mike. DP
Yes,
for
very
some
easy.
reason, it's like, you know, he's gonna have to like move to
I'm the
Boston.
problem.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
and
Two
precious
against
little
one here,
bitch.
buddy.
and for all those who are wondering, I showed a picture of a character that my daughter did of DP for a special project, and I need a picture of you, Mike, for my daughter because
Yes. Right, you did ask me that, buddy.
for the road trip, I want you to picture this in your head. The Scooby-Doo gang in the Mystery Machine. Okay. Take out the Scooby-Doo gang, put in 3 characters that look like DP debunks with like a Daphne colored goatee. You and me. And instead of the Mystery Machine, it's got a white wig over it and hair.
I love it.
So this is going to be the commemorative sticker and shirts that are going to be sold for, we're just calling it the road trip right now.
Perfect.
And
I love it.
In the interest of self-deprecating humor, I did have an idea for the design. If it's like front on to the van, and one of you guys is driving, and someone else is in the passenger seat,
We have
and
you in
then
a car
put me
seat?
in the middle, but in a baby seat.
yeah.
Going wee.
Well, I was either thinking
That's
about that or
fantastic.
having you hang from like the antenna with like short legs.
Oh yeah. Or on the roof, clinging to the
Well,
roof.
well, see, now wait, so DP, do you surf or no?
Nope.
Okay, well, I do. So I was thinking like I could put you and Mike in the van, and I could stand up and be surfing the wig on top. There might be multiple
Nice.
iterations
Yeah.
of this type of thing. And actually, wait,
We can workshop it. But if you're on the roof, I can be hanging out the window like
Yes.
Scoob with the tongue hanging
yes,
out.
exactly, exactly. But actually, wait, since we have the 3 of us here, okay,
Yeah.
we've been not having this conversation, and since we all have a shared community of sorts, obviously Mike has most of them because, you know, fuck him, and he's got more people.
Fuck. Yep.
Because he's been doing it longer and, you know, plays games, and, you know, I can't even do that shit, right? I can't even play Minecraft without fucking it up. But anyway, here's what we should do right now, and we'll do it with the limited amount of people we have here because I don't even know how many are watching. I don't care. Let's do an announcement. So
Fuck me.
we were talking
8,000
about this.
people. No.
So we want to do a Zoo Crew contest of stuff that can be used across all 3 channels. And so it's going to be kind of like, let's call it like 2 different categories. So something that's like simple for like, you know, the emojis on the channel, which is obviously a lot smaller, more complicated, you know, needs to be more simple. And like another design is more complicated for, say, t-shirts, mouse pads, desk mats, what the fuck ever. Derby hats that DP can wear. We're going to get embroidered. Although I would love to get a derby hat with DP of the Scooby-Doo logo, but that's a different story. We'll come back to that later. So the idea is this. The community you can submit, as long as it's original and you can use AI, everyone can submit a design. You can put it into Mike, you know, you can email it, you can send it by etherical displacement, astral projection, email, whatever. Get it to us. You can put as many different entries as you want. And what do you guys think? About a month should be enough? And within a month,
That's forever.
2 weeks.
Dead.
I feel like maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks would be, I think, would be good.
Okay, so 2 weeks, you have your chance to submit your drawings or your artwork, and the 3 of us will pick our 2 favorite ones, and we'll talk amongst ourselves, and we'll limit it from 6 down to 3, and then we're going to take those 3 and provide them to the community to vote on. Then we will upload the winning logo into our merch at 0 overhead because we want your creativity to be the spotlight and we want to support you guys for supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not monetized, I can't do super chats and everything else. You guys support me in more ways than I can even count. And I can't say thank you enough to that.
We're going to get you there.
Yeah, eventually. No one wants to listen to my fucking drivel. Anyway, here's the idea. So design something that's, let's call it simple. So it's 2 things. Like let's call it the emoji contest and let's call it the t-shirt contest. And I will go one step further. If yours is picked as a winner, I personally will pay for either a hoodie or a t-shirt from my store to go to you as a gift for the winning design. And if you have the emoji winning, I don't have any fucking thing to do with that because I don't even have emojis yet, so fuck off. Maybe Mike or DP can do something with that one.
Yeah, we could make like hollow stickers of the emojis.
You hollow stickers, that'd be sweet, yeah.
I will, yeah, I'll commit to sending out a sheet of stickers and I'll add the winning design to the sticker sheet that's available.
There you go. Perfect.
On the store. So you can, yeah, there we go.
But I will, I will send out a hoodie. I will send out a hoodie or t-shirt, your choice, whatever's on Fourth Wall or even whatever's on Mike's if you like, alias tees more than you like Fourth Wall. Whatever it is, I will ship it off to the winner because you guys support us and you guys are dragging me along with these 2 knuckleheads one way or another. And this is our way to say thank you.
Hell yeah. Let's go. I love it.
Nope, I'll keep that under my hat. I'll run that past you guys in privates.
Don't talk about my privates. It's not your privates, they're mine. No means no. Leave it alone. Do not take your finger and go little. It's not cute, okay? It's not cute. It's big enough. That's the difference.
No, I was just thinking because there's a product that everybody seems to really love and find as hilarious as I do, and I was thinking the new Zukuri logo on a particular.
Yes. Yes.
Because you mentioned etherical displacement, product. And I thought maybe.
Yes, an adventure product of sorts. Yeah, and so everyone needs to get their creative juices going. Everyone needs to get their everything else. We're kicking it off Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Let's put it this way. You have until, I'm not going to say 2 weeks from today per se. I need to find a fucking calendar because my when did Windows stop making a calendar when you click on the date?
2 weeks from right now. So it'll be lunchtime, my time, in 2 weeks. So that'll be the 20th of April here, which will be the 19th of April your end, whatever time it is for you guys.
Let's give it let's just give it one extra day. Let's put it this way. It has to be in by midnight GMT on the 22nd. So that's 5 a.m.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, we're +5.
21st for me. It's fine.
Yeah. 21st for us, 22nd for you.
If you send them to me, late entries will be more likely to be accepted because I can't be fucked figuring out the time.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yes, if you're running behind, get it over to you get over to DP, get it over to me, get over to Mike, get over to anybody. We will maybe we'll throw a channel up on the individual Discords. You think that'd be a good idea, guys? So that we can submit things. Yeah. Don't comment on them, just submit them. So we can have one place so we don't have to roll through 500 fucking comments to find the next drawing. Just put the submissions in there and then go talk about the drawings in general chat. Because
actually we should be able to set it up so that if people drop them in Discord, I don't know how to do it. Mods can probably do it. That reminds me, I need some mods. So that you can't add a comment, but you can react to them.
That's fine.
That's probably a better way to go.
Yeah. And then what it is we'll take the 6 best ones. Like I said, unlimited. So if you're Emma and you're bored at work and you want to drop, 8 drawings in, you can fucking drop 8 drawings in every day for 2 weeks. The more the merrier. So if you're a sculptor, a sketch artist, a digital artist, a AI savant like IC Spin or something like that, or Emma, make a drawing.
If you work with clay,
Work with clay, like sculptor. Yeah. Look, if you want to make it out of pipe cleaners and toilet paper, that's fine too. Just take a picture and get it to us. Actually,
Beautiful.
Oh,
pipe cleaners and
Please,
toilet
pipe
paper is
cleaners.
more my level because I'm an engineer, not an artist. So, yeah.
Porky.
Since we have the three of us here, I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and have this conversation now.
Yeah, good, because we're
Glad we
about
did.
as good as making time to talk to one another as Katsoid is at fucking apologizing. No, I love this idea. I couldn't love this idea more. And then I guess we can figure out amongst ourselves if we have like a nomination stream, a la top left,
Yes.
and go through the entries and.
Oh, we can
figure out
absolutely do
what's
that.
gonna-
We can absolutely do that. And here's the best
Yeah.
part. One, obviously there's a prize at the end of it too. So here's the thing too is if someone's out there and is an actual digital artist too, like my daughter is, drop me a line because she's gonna need some help on this commemorative thing. And actually, Mike, let me I'm gonna show you the idea I have, and I showed it to DP here. What was I gonna do?
While you do that, Mike,
Yes.
we're looking at next year. So it'll be 2026 for the road trip because I need to get my
Okay.
shit together and get like a passport. And we need SpaceX to actually build the fucking launch tower in Florida. That'll help.
Mm.
And get Starship working again. So yeah, I don't know when next year, but next year. And I've already started squirreling away cash so I can do it. But
Big
it's
deal.
going to be a fucking thing because I'm pumped out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to, man.
And
So
I already got permission from the girlfriend. I was like, "You could come too," and she's like, "No, this is a boys' trip." And I was like, "Yeah, reverse
Let's
psychology."
go.
yes, reverse psychology. Let's go. Oh, that's just the wrong picture. So here's what
yeah.
I'm looking at doing here. Is this
Fun fact: before we dive in, that Deadpool mask. Back in the day when I had an awesome failed marriage, I got married in that Deadpool mask. I got
Oh.
married dressed
Really?
as Deadpool.
Let's go.
So
Got married on October 31st on Halloween. Funnily enough, I was dressed as Deadpool and she was dressed as a witch. I probably should have fucking read what happened in the tea leaves on that one.
dude. Okay, hey, look, DP. I know you learned this, but I just want to reiterate for all those who want to learn from our misfortunes, because I have my own divorce and everything else. Red flags do not mean a carnival. Okay, red flags are red
Yeah,
flags
no.
for a reason.
Bad.
You cannot
Bad,
fix
bad.
people.
Red.
Flags means
They
run
don't
away.
mean come this way. Other way. Go.
Calder,
far
I
away.
will be doing a bullshit sticker. I don't know if anyone else is, but I will be doing one because I'm going to do it like old Batman's comic style, pow, bam, boom, bullshit. One of
Nice.
those. I'm going to be. I'll be cutting my own merch and everything else. My merch is more. I'm an asshole, so my merch is for assholes. If you read the description, you'll see exactly what my merch is. But Mike, this drawing right here that you see over here on the stream, the mystery machine.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going for, except picture white hair instead of a light bar, an all white minivan, and the three of us in some aspect, and instead of the man-eating tentacle, like a Falcon rocket in the background. The huge penis-looking one.
Yo, perfect.
Even
make it
even
flesh-colored.
even though we're not going to see the new whatever it is, New Shepard,
Yes.
the Bezos rocket. Even though we're not going to see that one, that should be chasing us because that's the penis-shaped rocket.
That's true. That is very true. So this is what's in my mind. This is going to be the commemorative T-shirts, commemorative stickers, and any money that goes to that is actually going to fund our gas to Florida. Right now, I think the plan is that DP would leave us in Florida, and Mike and I would have to decide on whether it's a one-way rental or we're going to drive back on our own. I don't know if we can be trusted to make it back on our own. We might need
I'm
a tow
thinking
truck.
we pick up a beta. I'm thinking we pick up a beta of a van that can make
Yeah.
the trip one way, and then
Yeah.
because we're ending in Florida, we can just park it on the side of the road and torch a motherfucker because it's Florida.
True. Dude, you know what we could do?
We
We could
bonfire
run
in
a
the last
U-Haul
night.
truck.
Hey!
We could run a U-Haul truck. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
We'll just make it a U-Haul
Carry
truck all the way
science
down.
experiments in it.
It was so we can have one phone doing a live stream from the cab and one from the back, and we
And a
can take
full rig in
turns
the back?
being in the back, whether it's a hammock set up or someone sleeping or somebody
Hammock
surfing
in a
back there. Yes, waving with the truck
I love
surfing.
it.
Yeah, yeah. We have to make this happen because we are absolutely
Oh.
completely fucking insane.
Yes.
Now,
I
now,
agree.
if we're going to do a truck, I want it to be like Home Alone. We get a polka band in the
Oh,
back.
gee, no, dude, we're not paying for a polka van all the way down to Florida.
They're a polka
pick one
band.
up in
It's like
Florida.
$20. It'd be more than they've ever made for a gig.
Can we get like maybe I don't know like Grace Bowers or if we want to go the blues route or Danielle Nicole band for the blues route or Samantha Fish, or if we want to go like an alt route we can get like Hailstorm because because
There you go.
Lizzie Hale's another one who is like my future ex-wife. She just doesn't know yet.
Yeah. Hailstorm. God damn. That's the thing. It's going to take us like 8 weeks to get from wherever we start to Florida.
Well,
'Cause they'll be
no,
like,
so
oh, blues bar, pull in.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
oh, shiny thing, squirrel.
here's the thing though, DP. There's not like much to see once you get like below DC. Like so, about 6 hours out of I guess about 4 or 5 hours out of New York, it turns into like Virginia, the Carolinas, and Georgia.
Mhm.
There's no reason to stop unless
Yeah,
you
it's all just woods.
are a fan of Deliverance the movie and like banjos. So there might be like a blues band in Atlanta we can stop in and stuff like that, but there might be a blues band and like or a concert being played that we can run into depending on the timing. But I think it's hurry up and get to Florida and then we can fuck around while we're there.
We
Just
definitely
to be
gotta
clear,
get peaches.
by run into, we mean like stop the van,
Yes,
exit the van,
yes.
attend the concert, not run into with the van.
Yes.
Okay.
Although
Just
that's not out of the realm of possibility either with us three. I
behind
honestly
the wheel.
think we
Fuck
need
yeah.
to we need
run
to make sure
road.
I think we need to make sure we dump money into Jess's pocket for bail money. Just in
Yes.
case.
Oh, I thought you meant for bribery money to let me do this.
Well, that too.
We get one phone call.
but
That
it's
phone
bail
call
money.
will be to a massive group chat on Discord to hit up all of you.
Yes.
Like, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna pull a Mikey Smith and cry about it.
It's gonna be us in booking, and I'll be like, "Can I have my phone?" All right, guys, huddle around. I'm gonna go live. DP got busted doing something stupid, and we're all in jail because we're gonna have to.
That
blame
alligator
DP.
said it was 18.
Send help.
The
Oh my
alligator.
God. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop on my
Yep.
I'm gonna hop on my game now.
Yep, I'm gonna hop over there too.
Thanks for having me.
Watch.
No, thanks for
All right.
having us up
Because I
and
like
having
to
us over here.
watch.
I tell you what, everybody who's
Yeah, man.
here,
Good to
all
see ya.
5 of you, or however fucking many of you, I think we should all go over to
16.
Mike over IP.
16?
Fucking, why are 16 of you motherfuckers here? That's why I'm
14.
not
Just
that
get him
interested.
away. Fuck.
Fuck.
Because
All
you're
right.
awesome.
All 16 of you zoo crew jerks and beautiful people. Let me rephrase that. One, I wouldn't be doing this without Mike giving me a platform. I wouldn't be doing this without DP kind of pushing me in the background like, dude, what the fuck are you doing already? And I wouldn't be doing this without this community. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. And if you don't, I'm still going to keep doing this because I have fun. And
Yeah.
I love all of you as my digital family. Not the Kentucky family. We're not that close. But enough of a family to where we
Speaking of deliverance.
yeah, speaking of deliverance. But you are my digital family. I appreciate everything that you guys do, being here and everything else, and listening to my rants, raves, and our favorite guests over here. You see these people over here? Those people. Whoops, let me use this hand. That way. There we go. Those people. And let's go raid Mike's stream. I don't even know how to set up a raid, so fuck it. Let's just go over to Mike over IP, and we'll all see you guys over there. And do that.
People.
I'll hit the go live button now. All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
all
I'll
right,
see you
guys.
over there.
I will see you over there, Mike. DP,
man.
pleasure as always.
Bye, everybody. Thanks
Hey,
for having me, Dan.
Yo, thank you. Let me just switch over here to the camera real quick, and this way I'll shut up all those guys like DP while I try to figure out how he's going to exit out of Discord, and Mike's still stuck in Discord.
Yeah.
There he goes. I had it muted. You want to say that again?
No. I just said I'm going to be here for 4 hours trying to figure out how to get out of a fucking Discord call. So you will go on without me. Save yourselves.
It's just going to be just like every one of your streams where we all sit around and, you know, entertain ourselves. Look, I'll go back to the title screen. I'll let it running. You guys
I
can
wish that
watch
wasn't
this
true.
stream
Bye,
so
everybody.
I get to watch hours. And then we can all go over to, in a different window, go over to Mike's stream. How's that sound? Does that sound good for everybody? All right, good. No, I'm kidding. Don't stay here. I'm gonna turn this over. Don't fuck around. Yes, for those who don't know, it is at Mike over IP. It does not mean he means IP addresses, not like he pees on things. So please don't get that confused. Oh, CK is gonna send a link. Even better. Hold up. I will pause. Let me just say thank you all for being here. Thank you for well, fuck, just being awesome. I expect some epic entrances into the Zoo Crew contest. Because if I'm paying for a t-shirt or a hoodie, you motherfuckers better make it worth my while. Because I don't want to see some janky ass fucking designs. Don't make me pick like the worst or the best of the worst kind of mentality. Get those creative minds thinking. Think Zoo Crew, think feral, think wild, nuts, crazy. Think of all of our sense of humors. It doesn't just have to be about Friday nights. You can kind of like, you know, grow it out of that a little bit. But yeah, just have fun with it. Make something fun. Make something that you'd want to wear in public. Make something you think other people want to wear in public. I got some designs in my own head, but no one will wear them in public, as you've noticed from my store. No one in the goddamn mind would ever wear that shit in public. Yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you very much. We have Boston Concerts and DP Debunks coming in. Thank you very much. So, hey guys, I tell you what, click the fucking link down there and let's get the fuck out of here. It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay fucking here.